I'm fitting my jeans, stretch marks, dark. Too thin, too smart. Monday, don't fit in my jeans, stretch marks, dark circles under my eyes. But no one wants to hear about that. I'm sick of putting labels on myself, trying to fit in, trying to act like I'm somebody else. I'm taking all this pressure off myself. I'm gonna say something for me that's real. It's okay to be lost, to feel lonely. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing. One day I'm beautiful, then I'm ugly. But the stains, they remind me that I'm human. So go ahead and reach out your heart, 'cause I'm not afraid of my flaws. If the scars on my skin make me ugly, then let's get ugly. I know they want bright lights, highlight, I come so wrong. Too scared to be vulnerable. When did we become afraid of that? I'm tired of all the pretty little lies. Don't need 1,000 likes to know that we're still beautiful inside. It's time to have a time of our lives and say something real. It's okay to be lost, to feel lonely. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing. One day I'm beautiful, then I'm ugly. But the stains, they remind me that I'm human. So go ahead and tell your heart, 'cause I'm not afraid of my flaws. If the scars on my skin make me ugly, then let's get ugly. I'm a recipe for disaster. I could be the recipe for the happiest ever after. Battery low.
Oops, sorry.
I'm a recipe for disaster. I could be the recipe for the happiest ever after. It's okay to be lost, to feel lonely. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing. One day I'm beautiful, then I'm ugly. But the stains, they remind me that I'm human. So go ahead and tell me apart, 'cause I'm not afraid of my flaws. If the scars on my skin make me ugly, then let's get ugly. Let's get ugly.
My title from last week, I'm Alive, would have been more appropriate now. I've literally, oh, shut up, Holly. Hold on, guys. I've literally been streaming, oh my God, to myself. Do we have any more technical difficulties? Probably not. All right, bear with me. I'm coming. Goodness. Yeah, so I've been talking to myself. I mean, this is epic technical difficulties that I gotta say I haven't had quite like this. And I'm sure everybody's gonna go nuts about the whole hi guys, hi. I'll see hi guys. All right, let me get Prachi to save the day. Yes, I basically talked to myself for the last 35 minutes at least. I know there'll be a lot of scrutiny because there was already I remember, I think Chicken told me, or I can't remember who told me. They were like, oh, because I had mentioned something about finally saving up and getting a new laptop. And I got it. And clearly I don't know how to use it yet.
Apparently.
Sorry. Oh my God. Yeah, all right. I don't know that. So sorry. Well, when we're on a lesser serious topic, I'm gonna go back and show you guys. Like, I'll show you guys how long I sat there, and like, I mean, I was like talking with my hands, and like,
It's like, where the hell is everybody?
probably. Oh my God, is it working? I see? Hey, P2E, and I see Sugars here, and Debbie, Jilly Jill, Coach. Some people they're probably just like, where the what the Holly? They probably gave up on me. So sorry. And this is serious. This is an important stream. So I mean, seriously, like, yeah, and like, oh boy, Mary and Stiller better get their asses over here.
Mary's here.
Let me see. Oh, good. Okay. I don't know. I'm trying here. Here I am. What can I say? Oh God, look at the state of me. All right, let me see what's
Hey,
going on.
y'all.
Oh, hello, Nicole. Nichols is
Oh, I hear an
here.
echo.
Is it me? It probably is me. Let me see, because I'm having all kinds of shit. Let me make sure.
Oh, crap.
Let me make sure. All right, so my YouTube, there's nothing rolling on YouTube. It could be me. Could very well be me with everything that's going on. Insanity. Yeah, you want to know a little bit about insanity? Yeah, I literally just talked to myself. I thought I was live, you guys. I mean, this is the worst kind of like me thinking I was live that I've probably ever done.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of days.
Well, and that's what I mean, listen, this is Janie. I'm sorry, I did not mean like it was all. You guys, it was all set up.
Mary's growling. Jill. Stellar's here.
Oh, thank God, you guys. All right, so I mean, that whole time I was like, I was like in that, I was all animated, and then I was like in this and that. I was like that fucking twat, and like the whole time it was just like Darby was sitting there like watching me, like thinking we were like, and it was just me and him. Sorry.
I see you, Embry.
Oh gosh. Hi guys. Hi. Yes. I'm trying to see everybody. I listen. I promise you. Hi, Jonathan. All right, you guys. I promise I'll get this right. Did you guys get? There's links in the Twitter. Check your Twitter, and and absolutely. If anybody wants, you know what I mean. This isn't like a whole thing where you guys anybody that wants the link, please. This is where like I want to really hash this out, and I'm really yeah. So I think a lot of people. So was Jeannie already? Were you guys already talking about what I wanted to talk about over there? Is that what?
Yes, and Janie just finished her stream, and she's actually in the chat.
Yeah, it's here. That's what I'm asking her. Sorry, Janie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, like, I didn't know if you wanted to keep going. Like, it was like, I assumed you would be here with everybody too. Like, I just, yeah. Hey, I'm Embry in the house. Hey, cats. Sugar. Hey, Izzy's here. Yeah, so, sorry about that. maybe we can, get down to business now. Get down to the business at hand. So, I'm starting to think it's something quite as simple as my Bluetooth speaker is. It was almost like it took over the whole.
I think it is the Bluetooth speaker because when we were on the phone and you were on it, it sounded wonky.
And it wasn't letting me. It was like it just reminded me of Stephen King and Christine. Only it's my Bluetooth speaker. It wouldn't let me talk to you without listening in.
Yeah, I was having a hard time understanding you.
It was weird. And well, why is it answering instead of my phone? Like, why would my I don't know. I guess I should have tested it or whatever before. I don't know. Sometimes a bitch has to have a little faith in herself, and just right out of the gate, right? It was like a
Yeah.
trust fall into my new laptop, and I fell on my ass. So,
It
anyway,
happens.
it
It
does.
happens.
All right, and here we go. What kind of name is that? All right, I'm glad we're kind of starting out with a little like laughing, because I don't want it to be like, dead. It's serious. This is gonna be real. Like, I'm heated about some stuff, and I know a lot of other people are too. And I'm not sure. I know who I feel is responsible for a total lack of compassion and respect. All right, let's see. So far, so good. Pratchy's not mad at me. Stellar, mad at me. Oh, there's Stellar with his Stellar as per usual with your giant head.
Hey, Stellar.
My
Keeping the
giant
dream
head.
alive. Oh, you guys know I hate. Hold on, you guys know I hate this setting. So
Is that large enough?
no. Which one did
How
I like?
about,
Oh, Jesus.
how about this?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
What is your username tonight? Yahorty
Oh, I am.
Ukrainians?
Yeah, I'm a proud Ukrainian.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Interesting.
So how do you say that name? Yahorty?
Yahordy Ukrainianets.
Yahorty
Well, that's how I would
Ukrainians.
say it. I listened to it being pronounced. It was something like that, but
Yeah.
Okay.
it's
It's
like
just
when John Kennedy.
the
Remember
giant
when John F.
emoji.
Kennedy
It's
said
like
at
I got very
Berlin?
distracted by that giant emoji.
Remember when John F. Kennedy said it in Berlin? He said, um, how did it go? Ich bin ein Berliner, and we're all Ukrainians, right?
Yeah.
I don't. I yeah.
In this fight, we are.
Mm.
Oh, Holly Jill wants a link.
Is she not in the Angels one? Yeah, okay. I'll go
Yes,
get. Well, there's
she
one in there.
is.
Well, there's one in there, but if she wants me to do something a little more special, I guess there's where there's where you
Yeah.
look.
Jill, go back to the Angels chat and there's a link.
That one makes that literally makes Stellar look like he's on a pamphlet at like a retreat. They hand out at the door. Yeah, people will love to run with that. So
We're going to
whatever
need
you
a
look up.
relaxation retreat after this one.
Well, I want everybody in place. I want to set everything up. I want to make sure that yeah, and then we're gonna go ahead and I want to break it down until squash it till there's nothing left, because I don't want this. I don't want this to happen to anybody else ever again around here. How can you make somebody feel so shitty? Hi, Trisha, and oh, Mayhem. Hey, Mayhem in the house. Did I say hi to October? I think I did.
Yeah, hey,
October, hey
everybody.
girl, hey. But I just want to make sure that everybody knows that everybody, you guys all have a voice here. You know that, and again, if you would like a link. I mean, I don't want to stick the panel with like the same, redundant. Like, I just want to make sure everybody's fully represented. And I do want to show some stuff. I am not afraid to. I'm gonna show some stuff that is it or is it not true, you guys, that now my head's bigger than Joe's. I don't like this. Hold on. Can we not have competing?
Yeah. Thank you, Sugar, for sharing links.
What is happening? No. Oh, there we go. Jesus.
There, I'm small again. Thank you.
Whew. That was stressful. All right. Hi, Carlos. Carlos, hi. Oh, there's one of my favorite trolls. Little redheaded stepchild. And you have not changed. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, we're gonna get into it. Yeah. Thank you, Jonathan, for the icebreaker, because let's just get Oh, Carlos has an update with some of the other Jilly Jill. I mean, not Jilly Jill. Other boy stuff, I guess. Served Nicole court ordered papers. Yeah. I don't know. I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
think
know
people,
what's going on with all that.
I don't think anybody like the going in people's real freaking life is I don't know. I get what is this just like an acceptable thing, and from now on we just have to you know put up with it and act like it's no big deal. Oh, they're just going outside. I mean, it just meh.
Yeah, the real life stuff is getting bad. Like apparently Berg's mother got doxxed,
I heard that.
Yeah, I
Yes,
heard that too.
and she's what, 80 or 90 years old,
I think. Yeah, she's pushing 90. Yeah,
with like the threat of calling Adult Protective Services.
right again, which has been done once prior.
I mean, why harass a senior citizen like that
I don't
when
know.
it could give them a heart attack or something? You know,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
that's very true.
wrong. It's wrong.
whoever did it, whoever showed up and was first on the scene, like can you imagine, like it's not real, it's not. I'm so sick of the wasting of the resources and the um I mean, I don't know, what are we going to do, you guys? Wash, rinse and repeat until we're blue in the face? It's like the same type of people are the ones who continually do it. And here's the thing, I mean, like for example, Mark Terry doxed waffles and mangoes last week, and until somebody, but then Mark Terry goes live, and there's 80 people in his chat. So until people start holding people accountable, it's just going to be continuous. There's nobody cares. Nobody's doing anything.
Wait a
I'll give
And
minute,
it.
he doxed too?
waffles.
Okay, I thought you
I
said
mean, it's just a
waffles
random
and mangoes,
example.
and I was like, what?
Yeah, it's just a random example because it was the most recent one I could think of off the top of my head, besides the Bergs one. So yeah, right. So they putty.
Yeah,
They everybody just I don't know. Nobody's held accountable, and I think that's Mary. Hey, all right, we're starting to our panel is starting to build up. Hi, Tyler. How are you? Everybody is here for the. Okay, so I put that in the Mary's got a link too, right? That's in the one that has.
yes.
Okay, so
And
either
that's
one
the
with
one
all
I
of
use,
us.
so I know it
Okay,
works.
all right, so she definitely has one. Okay, hey Dervie, a long time no see. All right, hey chicken, chicken. Yes, exactly, and yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, as long as people are gonna, if you continue to sit there and even you're just sitting in that chat and you're not, you're complicit. If you're just sitting in those chats where those types of things are being done, and I realize it's everybody knows it. I guess it's acceptable then. If you're in there, then it's acceptable to you in the chat where somebody did that to somebody. So you're complicit. You're just as guilty, in my opinion. So, and that goes on further. To It applies to what we're about to discuss right now. It's all along the same lines of what people don't shut it. People don't shut it down. People don't. It's I don't know. It's sometimes it's hard to believe that we Chowdery, hey,
Yeah.
that we're a bunch of adults here. Really, is it a bunch of adults here? Is that what's happening? It
Yeah.
doesn't feel like adult
And it's
interaction.
beginning to feel like elementary school.
I, I know, right? Or middle school, high school. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's embarrassing when it's a bunch of adults, which brings me to my next. I guess. I mean, I don't even know how we want to start. Like, we just gonna.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle.
Carlos is saying Cyrex from the Juggalo community is deceased.
Carlos kills somebody once a week. Meh.
Well, no, somebody else said they had heard it too.
Really?
I hadn't heard that. Isn't he
Mm.
the guy that's kind of out there? I've only seen a few clips of him. He's a little out there.
I feel like that's a really polite description.
Well, I'm trying to be polite if he's
Yeah,
deceased.
I understand.
But I hadn't heard that.
No, neither have I. They, I don't believe it. I got Carlos has killed me several times.
Yeah,
Oh,
when it
they
comes
said
to
that Norm.
Carlos, I have to ask him. I have to ask.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
Labrat says he's not dead.
Yeah, Mary said that they somebody killed Norm last week, so
Yeah.
Norm said it too. Yeah, so what are they've said that before. I think Stellar's
Yeah.
been killed. Stellar, when you left the last time, they killed you off, right? I think you were considered dead. They always say you haven't made it in the Boyd until you're dead at least once. It's funny. It's stupid. It's not funny. I mean, in some regards, but yeah. It's just, I mean, we've all been killed off. I don't believe it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't think that's true. So, with that said, next
Yeah,
topic.
Rich Life, come back with a different name if you want to chat.
Wait, what the hell? Oh, I got to get on my phone. All right, so, hey, Seal. All right, so, obviously we don't have like a billion gazillion people in here because hey, Stumpy. I dropped the ball a little bit there with the technical difficulties, but it doesn't matter. The point remains the same. I still want to discuss the same.
Stellar rose 3 days later.
Wait, what? Oh, I need to start. I missed it. Here, hold on one second. I gotta stop my camera.
Okay, I'm back.
You said Stellar had been killed off once, and Araz said, "Yeah, but Stellar arose 3 days later."
That's after I had the whole bottle of Four Roses to myself.
Well,
This
they do
situation,
call
I think-
you or say that you say you're Christ, so I guess you're allowed to rise 3 days later.
My favorite is the Man of the Cloth. That one,
Yeah.
It's so like authentic sounding. The Man of the Cloth. Man of the Cloth.
Yeah. Cloth.
All right, so now that we've said our hellos to everybody and smoothed it out, I kind of want to. It's probably not a shocker that I kind of want to talk about. And now I want to start by saying that I don't really know personally that lady Jonice, but I know that a lot of my friends are friendly with her, and I'm not gonna lie when I say it's hard to just come out and, like, I don't want to just like come out and throw a bunch of stuff at a stranger. Do you know what I mean? Like, it make it seem like we're butting in because we're gonna get a whole bunch of stuff. I heard earlier that somebody said, "Oh, well, people just did it because they needed the content." No, we go live every Saturday. We've done it for, I think, probably we're getting close. I think, what are we, middle of spring. So, I mean, we've been doing it. We've been doing our Saturday night gig pretty much since from jump. And so we don't need to do this.
Right, and Jonice is close to some that's in our little group, particularly Mary.
Yeah.
And I think that's what kind of sparked this was because she made a favorable comment about Mary. And
yes, absolutely. Yes.
That set them off.
Yep. All right, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to pull a couple things up. Give me 1 second, okay? I'm going to stop my camera for a second. All right. I want to bring some stuff out. Okay, so I want to review somebody else's stream, so. All right.
Arise, Tara turned in early tonight.
Oh, God. There's some really gross trolls saying sexual shit. They can go away. Mary, are you going to come up or what? Carlos, we're not discussing those people. Like, I want to talk about some, like, serious gross stuff where people are shaming people. I mean, okay, so Jonathan says Jonice L is an angel human. I mean, I I mean, I think we're like acquainted is what I would say, but
Right.
all right, I'm showing some comments. Ah, I showed the wrong one when I just said get out of here with that. All right, so God, I'm struggling with the no new technology for me. I'm going back to my Radio Shack green screen candy in the Oregon Trail.
Mary says, hold on, she's on her way up.
Okay, perfect. Because I want to wait for her too, so that once I don't want to repeat the same. Okay, so
Thank you, Carlos,
Kevin
for the
Hurley,
Boyd
all the
news.
Boyd news. Oh, thank Carlos. Thank you. I mean, any other? I've missed you, and I've missed the updates. And typically, you know what I mean. That would be very beneficial. We would need that. But tonight I want to hi Vale. Tonight we're gonna squash this out with this other bullshit that I'm pretty pissed about. I don't know. Maybe I'll post something up a little bit while we're waiting for Mary, where somebody else had a whole lot to say. A second here. And I'm not worried. So was it or was I not? Somebody covered me. Remember recently? Somebody went ahead and used my live stream.
Right.
Right, and they had no fear or anything. That I actually, I used it for commentary, criticism. So ridiculous. Unbelievable.
All right, I'm trying to figure out how I texted a link before.
Oh, to
Mary said text her a link. How do I do that?
I could do that.
Can you do that, Stellar? Okay.
Well, I could, but it doesn't mean I will. But yes, I will.
Oh, okay.
You just asked if I could do it. I know I can do
Stellar, could you please find it in the kindness of your heart?
Oh, all right. I will.
To text Mary that link. I mean, I know what a busy man you are. Like, some of those nights where there's.
I don't have time for this.
Okay.
Well, hey.
Seal Hater is saying, get me up there. Seal Hater, are you wanting a link?
I thought you said that. Yeah.
Mary, our link is in the Twitter we have together. Okay, I just
she
posted
can't
it in
open
the
it
other
on
one.
her phone right now.
Oh, well then how does she expect me to get it to her?
She's saying text it to her.
Text? I don't have her phone number. Oh, sorry. I blew it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, how to text a link.
Yeah, I'm not too bright.
Oh, I know how to do it. I just can't. I have too many things.
Well, that's why I'm saying, how do I text a link? Hold on. I'll figure it out.
Sorry, Mary.
Out of the Twitter.
I will figure it out.
I was down in the basement counting my money in the vault. I got confused. Sorry.
That's so. Yeah. Well.
Multiplying fish and bread.
Yes. Yeah. Almost
try not
there.
to.
Do you know they throw fish where I'm from? They actually throw salmon.
You guys are so silly, kids. So all right. I have. Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want, I'm trying not to go balls to the wall with this. I'm trying to decide who I want to say. Oh, hi, Pac. White Tupac in the house. All right. I mean, either we're going to wait. I guess we'll start without her, and when Mary pops in, she pops in. Missed you too, Pac. Yeah, I just was busy with some real life, and then I think I'm on Susan, where am I at? Channel number 4 at this point. Me and Tupac, every time something happens, we have to hook back up with each other.
Okay. Can y'all hear me? Are y'all still there?
Oh, yes. Oh, she got it. She's here. Good job.
Stellar.
Good job.
What's that? Jello?
Okay. I'm just making I didn't kick myself out.
So, okay.
Yeah, no, we can hear you.
Okay. Mary, I sent it to you on Facebook Messenger.
see. I don't know why it's not letting. Oh, okay. I got it. Success.
Okay, Cats, I'll take a look.
Woo woo.
Wow.
There we go.
That was exhausting. I feel like I worked out or
Oh,
something.
for fuck's sake. I talked to myself for like 40 minutes.
There's Mary.
Hi,
was
everybody.
I was using my hands like I was all animated.
Hey,
I think I
Mary.
stood up. I paced around the room like.
Were you like F-bombing and everything? Like, why aren't any of you responding?
Yeah. The dogs were barking. It was
Well, no, I said hey.
Oh God.
I don't
Okay,
know.
now
Is
let's
Holly like sharing something or what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think she was
I
going
waiting
to.
for- no, I was waiting for Mary to come up, and I didn't know how if anybody, so I just if we're gonna hop right in and oh, thank you, Sugar, such an amazing moderator.
Valkyrie
Just
says, I have
always
no idea
sharing.
what's going on, but I'm here. I don't think we have a clue either right this second.
Who are you talking to? Hey, JK.
I don't. Anyway.
JK in the house. Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna let's do all the stuff here and figure it out. I was gonna start out with that clip where remember that kid
It's
that was
quiet
like,
in here. Somebody say something.
what's the matter? I'm right
Something.
here. Can you not hear me?
No, I can't hear you very well.
Oh, stop! You don't even screw with
You
me.
can't
'cause,
hear me?
I'm really.
I can hear you.
Oh my God, I'm so confused right now.
You
Hi, Holly.
Thank you for making me laugh. I
Shut.
needed it.
You'd think
I
this
needed
was
the
the
laugh.
Russian army. We're so confused. We're the Russian army. Come on.
I have no idea. I really don't.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, chili bean. Good.
Wave the white flag.
Right.
I surrender.
All
Okay.
right.
Cheney
so
said he's on
basically,
first.
Listen, I'm just gonna say it right now. There was a.
Here we go.
What is that?
Who's that? That's
Jill,
Jill. Hey, Jill.
Hey, Jill.
Oh, Jilly, I like that avatar. It's really cute. It looks like 3D. It looks like 3D. It's like red and.
Jill, you sound like you're in a box or something.
Box.
Take the volume off.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
asking
I
you
know.
to
I'm
volume.
always in a fucking box.
And somebody said buffering. Are we buffering?
It possibly. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. We might be because of my technical difficulties. We absolutely could be.
Are you guys able to hear me or no? Oh, wait,
I
yes.
hear
Trying to get
everybody.
rid of them.
Just making sure.
I hear everybody fine. All right, so I okay. Can I go now?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Okay. Yeah, this has been a long time coming. The last, I swear to God, I have gray hairs now from this.
No buffering here.
Holly with an eye. Hi, Holly.
Mute my ass.
I'm just gonna come out and say that there
What?
was what? Who's yelling? Did I miss something?
Hold on.
Cat says.
Right now?
Yes. Who's got the speaking stick? I have
Well,
it.
White Tupac says it's buffering for him.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to.
So I don't know if it's buffering or not.
Well,
It's not for me. It might be just in his area, possibly.
We can't accommodate every little. Do you want me to change your deity, Tupac? Come on.
It's probably me.
I just talked to myself for 35
You
minutes.
sound like you're in a box and it's really choppy, Jill.
Yeah, I don't think it's us. I think it's.
Can you
Jill.
hear me?
Yeah.
I
but
hear
it's-
you. It's just.
It's like you're in another, like an echoey room.
Yeah, I could hear that before. I don't hear it now. All right. Goodness.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
a good looking picture, Mary.
Well, she dipped now, so no more
Stop
Jilly.
one-upping me. Oh,
There's
Jill's
no more
fine.
Jilly. Yeah.
Okay.
So all right.
Yeah, I
Hey,
just got
Ellen.
a text from somebody saying it's not buffering.
Okay, good. Thank you. Hey, Barbara. Hey, girl. Okay, so thank you. Just like that. All right. Oh no, I was just kidding with Pac. Like it's, you know what I mean. I was kidding.
Hey, everybody, in the meantime,
Do you
let's see.
do
We
what?
have Jonathan, White Tupac, Cat's Rule, Barbara, Sugar in the Raw, Janie, Trisha G,
It says there you
Alunks.
go.
I think I said that right. I don't know. Maybe I didn't.
Yeah. Yes, you did. Yep. That's my girl.
Arise,
Yeah, she's
Valkyrie,
been with me for a long time.
Holly with an
Okay, so here's
I,
the thing. All right, I just wanted to get down to fucking business
just
because
like
I'm irritated.
that. Deb
There was
Flogs,
a.
Sugar in the
Oh shit!
Raw,
I didn't mean to yell over you.
October.
Susan, are you there?
Susan.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Oh yeah. You
I'm
can't
saying
hear.
hello.
You can't hear Holly, right?
No, I don't hear Holly.
Why not? Can everybody else hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, I don't know what to do.
Susan, are you able to go out and come back in?
Yeah, let me leave and I'll click the link again.
I mean, I think that might help. I don't know.
Oh, good. At least I needed to laugh. Thank you. Continue,
that
Holly.
was fun though.
Holly.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out why people are dropping like flies.
So far, Holly, this is the square root of emptiness.
Oh god. Okay, so here's Susan. All right, can we let the games begin, please?
Okay, I'm here.
This is so challenging.
Can you hear
Not
Holly?
you.
I'm
not
muting. I
yelling at
can't.
Yeah, I hear everybody now.
Yeah,
Okay,
Susan, I'm
good,
not yelling
good.
at you at all. Like, I wasn't yelling at anybody.
Well, I
That's
couldn't even
okay.
hear what you were saying, so you could have been
Yeah.
yelling.
Well, Stellar was trying to make sure that. Okay. Oh my goodness. It was very complicated. Okay, so Jill says, "Speak, Holly." I'm trying. All right, we're all good now, right? I feel like everything's good. I think like everything's out on the table. Make it where it stands, and that be the end of it, right?
So it's just like dead air?
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
gonna
I'm sorry. I was pulling something up. I'm so sorry. Like I just
Okay.
I'm gonna start reading names in the chat
I didn't know if
again.
everybody could hear. The last I knew, like I don't think Susan could hear me, and I was reading it, and then Jill left, and all right, that's it. I don't give a fuck if y'all motherfuckers can hear me or not. There we go.
All right.
Let's go. So
Do the
Holly,
damn
what
thing.
happened is, and from my perspective, and this is before I went, I was live earlier all by myself and animated and stuff. Yeah. So this whole thing with the Joni stuff, I really was distraught and grossed out. And there's a whole bunch of little comments and stuff that I saw in those live streams and stuff that were really it hit close to home for me because I there were little things like where you say to somebody okay, well, I guess if you were so sick with your chemotherapy, then how come you were able to be in a side chat? Like, who the fuck says that? I mean, it's something as simple as that goes all the way across the spectrum to the other side of it, where people are concerned about, if oh god, I don't even know where I want to like go with this because I'm just rattle can back. No. I feel bad for this Jonice person, and I don't think anybody should be like, why are they even talking about how the effect of chemotherapy on her eyebrows? Okay, that triggers me. So that means you can't take solace in a side chat somewhere and be a part of a community. Who determines that that's not okay for you? I mean, she's a grown adult. I don't understand where the shit is coming from. The whole thing to me is yeah. Sorry.
I haven't listened to all the streams, but I did listen to the clowns of YouTube. And just the clips that I heard of the names that were called.
Yeah, I mean,
was
to me,
beyond gross and disgusting.
agreed. And I don't even know why anybody is just comfortable specifically discussing somebody's health situation where it's that
What got to
serious.
me was the giggling, the nonstop giggling and laughing and calling her crazy and stuff. And the sad thing is, and Holly called me earlier, and Holly knows I've been pretty upset today about it.
Yeah, of
She
course,
was
of
just
course.
defending. She was just defending me in a tweet. She didn't really say anything way out of pocket. She wasn't going super low. You know, she didn't call Randy half the names I would.
Right,
Um,
right.
and
And
they
that's
couldn't
all
even have that. They had to, and I didn't know this until later today. Randy actually made fun of her twice yesterday. You know that, right? She did 2 streams where she brought this up. One was all about Janice. The one before that, she mentioned her briefly before they went after Jasmina.
oh my god.
So, and I didn't know that until later today, like right after I talked to you. Because
I don't
I'm not subbed to her, so I didn't know she went live twice yesterday. But apparently, like whatever Jonice said, really, really just hurt Randy and Wendy. So
uh,
I feel bad because she wasn't saying anything like that I would consider
okay, well that
horrible.
bothered me too, that you feel any kind of a responsibility
Well, I'm a
as
demon,
though
Holly.
without
So
your
my demon self. I mean, sometimes some of us have feelings too, and she is one of the
no,
nicest people. I don't know if many of you in the side chat have been able to interact with her.
I've
She
heard other
literally just
people say the
radiates
same thing,
positivity.
they have.
And then they're like, no, she doesn't. She's not nice to us. Well, she's upset about the St. Jude stuff. And she has the right, obviously. Everybody has the right to be upset about that.
Yeah.
Right. I've seen her
Agreed.
in
Agreed.
chats, but I've never like personally talked to her. But where I've seen her
Yeah,
in
I mean,
chat,
yes, me
she's
too.
always
Me
been
too. That
so sweet.
yes, me too. And
So, like,
yeah.
the nonstop giggling and laughing at her and making fun of her. And
Well, here's
I
the
did
thing.
record
So
some of the side chat.
I was trying to find the thing about the like God, like here's my hang up right now. I'm having a hard time like delving into it without actually discussing the crudeness of some of the language that was used, if that makes sense, without even, you know what I mean? Like I'm tiptoeing around where I did hear giggling,
Oh, the giggling was nonstop.
where somebody said anal fissure and somebody's talking about anal cancer, stage 4. So when you turn around on the opposite end of that, and I hear somebody saying something to the effect of, well, the I mean, there were people actually, and this guy, you guys, this was done to me with the questioning and the wanting of the receipts and all of that. So he was like questioning, oh well, I know when I was in chemo, I lost my eyebrows and hers looked fine.
Mm-hmm.
Get the
I
fuck
saw
out
that.
of here! Everybody's fucking different. How dare you
Telling someone to do better
insinuate
and you don't get to
that
play the
he?
cancer card?
Yes,
Fuck you
yes.
people for that.
And there was giggling. There absolutely was fucking giggling about the and
Yeah, and
God,
Wendy actually said, "You don't know if I don't have cancer. You
I
don't know."
know.
And
I'm
and
sorry,
you
you
know
guys.
what, Wendy? I hope that you
I gotta
don't.
mute for a minute. I gotta mute for a minute.
Okay. I hope that you don't have cancer, Wendy. That's what I hope. But
Well,
I didn't understand it.
that's something any one of us could say. We all hope we don't have cancer. But regarding the eyebrows,
Mhm.
I looked that up. I can't believe I actually Googled that. During or after cancer treatment, all hair-bearing areas, including eyebrows and eyelashes, may shed at a higher than rate normal. Uh, the eyebrow loss may not happen immediately, but can happen soon after chemotherapy begins. And it can range from anywhere 2 to 4 months after the start, and it gets progressively worse until and it takes 3 to 6 months for them to start regrowing back after chemotherapy ends. So, to even suggest that someone perhaps shave them off or something, that just really, I just couldn't believe a statement like that was made. I mean, are we not humane enough to let people know that they count and we can believe what they're telling us? I mean, are we beginning to doubt that?
Okay, I can talk now for a second. I don't even know
Oh,
why it's being discussed. What kind of fucking petty ass bullshit are you? What gives you the right, the right to like the fucking nerve, the motherfucking nerve, like the audacity to be discussing like what rate somebody's eyebrow hairs may or may not have fallen out at what rate, whether or not you're because it is low key questioning this person's illness, whether or not it is. You are actually, you can sit there and say at face value all day long, no, I'm not questioning it. Yes, the fuck you are. Yes, you are. You're admit it. If you're gonna do it, at least fucking own it. Don't tiptoe around it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, the comment that was made said, I don't remember when I was bald having eyelashes and full eyebrows. Just curious to me.
that's
Just
it.
because
Right
you
there.
lose your hair
There you go.
when you have cancer and you're going through treatments doesn't mean that you're going to lose your eyelashes and your eyebrows. I have a
Right.
family member that had stage 4 Hodgkin's. That's hair, she didn't lose her total hair. It thinned, but she didn't lose it all. And she never lost her eyebrows or her eyelashes. So just because you lose your hair but still have eyelashes and eyebrows doesn't mean that you're faking it.
And nobody
Can I
should
add one more thing to that? It says, will eyebrows fall out with chemotherapy? It depends on the type of chemotherapy. 60% of people receiving traditional chemotherapy will lose their eyebrows, so 40% won't.
Right.
And will eyebrows fall out after radiotherapy? You know, a lot of this depends upon also the severity of the treatment, the chemotherapy or the
absolutely
radiation.
agreed. And I don't think it's anybody's business what type of treatment she's even on.
No.
But the
Discussing how her
question,
reaction is. If she's comfortable and wants to talk about that on her own, then that's on her. But like, I
questioning
just
it was a really, in my opinion, a very
me too.
low blow. Very sad to
Why
hear
are we
someone
not
question it.
supporting somebody in the
Yeah,
community that is
yeah,
going through this, regardless of who they are, or if you don't like their friends, or it's
yeah.
just every time it's just the same old story, and uh, I don't even know. I was at a loss for words. I mean, I was in a clinical trial, okay, and so there were no specific guidelines of. I was there, for the part of the purpose of it, the sole purpose of reporting what reactions were. To this day, I still annually fill something out that is sent to me by the University of Rochester, where I talk about, what kind of autoimmune. I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it, but I'm just saying that's it's it's an ongoing thing where they're constantly trying to see there there's did everybody go to science class? Okay, there's like a litmus test, there's like a control. I mean, why is it so deep that people are even talking about the specifics of and insinuating, well, I don't remember because my eyebrows fall out, so maybe you're not. I mean, why are you making her feel uncomfortable and just not support? And then the things that, well, if she's, this was the one that really got me. This one was the one that really, really, uh, this opened the floodgate. I felt like where it was like, oh, she brought the girls down to the water park. Like, oh, thank God, finally. Like, listen. I don't even understand the whole. Oh fuck! I just read this. Sorry, guys. Hang on. I I'm trying not to say people's names, but I just want to say it because I want to
This,
show some of the clips and stuff where
I
they're
feel like we might
absolutely
as well say it. If we're going to talk about it, we might as well say it.
there were absolutely
I,
clips where I saw the about the jokes about anal fissures and stuff. Okay, I saw it. So
Mhm.
why don't you just fucking admit it, Wendy? You fucking said it. You were laughing and you were, oh, I didn't know it was about that. My point is, listen, okay, why be at this point? At this point, now. You know now. You didn't know then. You weren't trying to be, according to you, you weren't trying to be malicious about the whole cancer thing, whatever. But now you know. Now you
Mhm.
know. Can you not be gracious now and gracious enough to be like, instead you're railing in the troops, you and Randy, and you're leading this group of fucking people saying things like, well, just because you are on chemotherapy, there's plenty of people that are on chemotherapy, but they're not vile fucking people like she is. What? Am I
And
missing something here?
did she call her a demon? or no?
No,
No?
she's
Because usually that's her go-to word. But the other thing is, they should have just said sorry. But instead, Randy told her to do better.
I agree.
But of all times to talk about anal fissures and then to say you don't know what kind of cancer she has,
Right.
Yes.
what would
right, thank
make your
you.
mind go to anal fissures or some of the other comments like
Oh, shit.
herpes and stuff
Right.
without
Yes.
knowing what she had?
She
Yes.
blamed it on The Office, correct, Holly?
Thank you. That's what I've
It
been
was
trying to say before. I
But
I
what
went
would
off
make
on a
you bring up
tangent
The
a minute
Office?
ago. I went off on a tangent a minute ago where I was talking about a specific episode of that show, and then I lost my train of thought. But yeah, yes, thank you.
But without knowing
Thank
the
you,
type
Mary.
of cancer, what would make you think of The Office scene?
maybe she watched one of my reface apps where I put Randy's head on Michael Scott.
Wendy.
At home.
What? I was joking, but
Sorry,
I don't know.
Stuttered. Oh shit! I can't even
I mean, there's a lot of insults, if you wanted to be evil like that you could make without those specific terms
yeah,
that would tie
absolutely.
into what she has.
Yes.
So I'm sorry, I don't believe they didn't know to use those specific disgusting descriptions,
Well,
Yeah.
can I jump in and say I thought the language that were used, in fact, let me see where I wrote it down here. Herpes, genital warts, and tragedy pimp. Those were directed clearly at Jonice. The other ones were directed at Laura. That's how
Holly, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Can nobody else, or is it just me?
Yeah,
Can you hear
I
me?
heard.
I
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to not let you guys. Yeah, I'm on a new laptop, so I'm pretending like.
Oh no,
everything's
I
fine.
hear noise in the background. I thought it was me.
No, I think it might be me actually. Does everybody else hear me or no?
Well, one of the ugly comments about Laura, they love to go after Laura.
Mhm.
The more weight Laura loses, the longer her face becomes. I guarantee you she's snacking on sugar cubes and galloping around the backyard.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Well, and if you're insulting people like that on the internet, then you're telling the whole world that you're insecure and unhappy inside yourself.
Right. Yes.
This is nothing less than cyberbullying. And I just think that, I've known a couple of firemen in my life, and if you ask a fireman, how do you put out a fire? They never say, oh, with more fire. That's a bad idea. And that's what goes on here. We have people who feel, for one reason or another, that the best response to someone is to go as lower or way lower than they do. What bothered me about herpes, genital warts, tragedy, pimp, all those comments had to do with the fact that, number one, we're dealing with someone who's struggling to stay alive.
Terminal. Stage 4.
Yes. And
Terminal.
also, it was not measured.
Come on.
Yeah, it was not a measured response. In other words, it was in my opinion, way out of proportion to what Jonice had said.
Right.
So, I mean, I looked at I didn't have Jonice's video. I didn't see any videos on her channel, but I did look
I think it's delayed.
Okay, I did look at the Twitter back and forth. And
Well,
that
she got false strikes yesterday by that science thing.
Oh, and that's where they went then. Okay.
Yeah, she had to take her videos down, or I guess Alicia Clare was taking them down for her.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
While
But the
screaming that she
Twitter-
doesn't
the
care
back
that
and-
Janice has cancer. So
Right. The back and forth in Twitter between herself and Randy didn't seem really that
egregious.
yeah,
What she said wasn't horrible.
It was pretty tame. So I was shocked to see the heavy-handed response that came back. I thought, oh my God, this is nothing much here at all. But what did I miss? I mean, to have such a heavy-handed response back, I just I don't know where that was coming from.
It's because she mentioned me in the tweet, is my impression.
No, I think that was. I mean,
and I said orphan merch. So
if somebody doesn't want to admit it, then they don't admit it. But obviously, that's
what drove that kind of response, and I don't think it was deserved.
Well, again, then direct your response at the person. If they're angry at Mary, that Mary is right here. She's got a big bullseye on her back, just like Stellar does. And why direct it at Jonice? That's my question.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
Because for them, they don't understand how anybody could like Corey or I or you, Stellar, or you, Holly, or you, Susan. They don't understand that
mhm.
maybe people do like us. Not
Right.
everybody, but that's the thing. They can't have that.
Well, I mean, we
So,
make choices on social media, lots of choices, and it tells the world who we truly are. And it's a, I mean, look at the dangerous world we live in right now. Just we all see what's going on,
mhm.
and there's abuse going on here. We're firing our own shots, and they're the language and words we choose to use that abuse other people, and they do leave bruises. They hurt people, and I'm just not willing to. I think that we have to speak out against it. I'm not going to do it by abusing back. I'm not going to go low, but I do think that we have to have the courage to say this is unacceptable. We seem to know more about, hurting people, killing people more than helping them to find new life. Why are we so deficient in that? I guess that's the question I have, right? We know nothing about conflict resolution. We know all about going to war with our online enemies. Why are we so good at that?
I don't know on that one.
Well, I don't want to demolish other people. I want to encourage them to be better, to be healthier, to live longer. One thing Jonice has taught me is life is precious. Life is
Right.
precious. We don't know how many days or minutes we have. Why use the last minutes of anyone's life tearing someone apart? Why
Yeah,
do
I
that?
know. And the person that is responsible for that, like, I don't know. I mean, where's your conscience? Don't you feel like crappy? Because I would. It's just me, but
Right. And I will say this. I shouldn't have said that stuff about the orphan merch. I know that. I went beyond low for me. That was
Okay,
pretty,
Mary, and did you learn something from that?
yeah, don't be an
And
asshole.
okay. I'm hoping that we'll also hear I learned something from others as well. All of us can say that, including myself.
Right.
We all have to start taking responsibility with ourselves. It's not that difficult. Thank you,
No,
Mary. I appreciate that. That shows some
I was going to say it's
integrity.
not fun being wrong and knowing that
No.
you're wrong and hear it come out of your mouth and then sit there with it and realize, yeah, I just said that.
Yeah, they say
Not
the
a
three
fun
hardest
feeling,
things in
but
the world to say is I'm sorry, I was wrong, and I'll do better. Really tough to do.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm distracted because I was just looking through the Twitter stuff right now and trying to decide, like, if do I want to tit for tat? Do I want to come up and show some of this stuff? I mean, most people obviously have seen it all anyway, and then some sort of accusations about, oh well, they need to do it. They need to go show all these things for their content. So since when have we all been being accused of like using those people for content? Like, people would rather see me walk Darby, to be perfectly honest. I'm just saying, like, you can
Yeah.
ask Mayhem. Darby's the show.
I kind of feel like I was just responding in kind to things and showing, I guess,
Yeah, that's the other
receipts.
thing too.
But
Why you respond, but when they do it, it's when you respond, then you're the stalker. But when they do it with 80 people, that's another thing that irritated me. And I
Well,
still
it's like
can't
getting
say their names. That
it's
Mary,
like,
they say Mary. Sorry, Stellar. I'm just like, this is what irritates me. It's supposedly not bullying, according to one when. Oh, it's never bullying, whatever. But Mary says, puts up an upload that is in response or whatever. It's the back and forth, right?
right,
And she's got 43 views and 2 likes. They put something up about Mary, and within like 2 minutes, there's like 215 fucking people there in under 2 minutes, and they're all, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Well, they
bullying.
even criticized her. They even criticized her when she posted pictures of the snow and her daughter playing out in the
Yeah,
snow.
yes,
right.
yeah, it happens.
And
And
well,
then
it's
Mary,
like,
nonstop.
I want to say,
mm,
Mary, I appreciate your stepping up. I really mean that. You stepped up. You owned what you said.
I
You knew
agree.
it wasn't right. I really think that is what adults do. And I guess the challenge goes out from this point for
not
others to do
Barbara.
the same. It's good for the
Well,
soul. It really is. We can grow
Well,
that way. What's wrong with growing? Why do we have to be in a chronic battle with others? We don't have to do that. Unless, of course, that's all you feel you have. And I certainly hope that that isn't the case.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
well, my thought was, just a year ago, this community was torn apart over St. Jude and money not being sent to St. Jude, that the community was told it was being sent to St. Jude. And
Right,
that's
Barbara?
why a lot of people gave their money because they believed it was going to St. Jude. So, we had that cancer scam going on. And now, a year later, the community is, I guess, kind of chosen sides, and a lot of people's went back to that. But then here we are a year later after all that hurt and hate in the community, and this happens over somebody that is suffering and, fighting for their life with cancer. So, I mean, in a year later, here we are with another cancer thing in the community that's ripping people apart. Did we not learn a year ago from that? Um, I mean, I don't have words for what's going on with what's been said about Jonice, after everything that happened last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought we would have learned,
You know,
but
you
apparently
did.
we didn't.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't know. That's just my thoughts, I thought after a year ago that we would have become better. And it seems like we haven't. We've just sunken lower. Or not us in particular, but some maybe in the community have sunken lower rather than getting better.
The word I would like to get out to, really not to people who are the larger streamers, the people who have lots and lots of subs, but to the average person that shows up and just either for entertainment purposes or just to meet people, make friends, you know, you're in a position, and neutrality is not one that we can have. You have to choose, in a sense, for what's right, or you choose for what's wrong. And if you choose to be neutral, there's an old story about the elephant that put his foot on the tail of a mouse. You can't say you're neutral because the mouse won't appreciate your neutrality. You have to step off. You have to, in a sense, stand up, speak up, and do what is right. It may cost you a friendship. It costs many of us friendships, but at least you have the friendship of having spoken the truth as you understand it.
Right.
It calls for your personal integrity and character.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying we always get things right, but I can't think of a better way to begin than simply saying, we can listen to all sides of the issue and not assume that the person that we're friends with is always right. In fact, we're no real friend to those people if we never challenge them. They never become better people at all.
Well, that's kind of a thing, with me and Holly and Mary. We do challenge each other. We may not do it on a panel. We may not do it, for the public, but we do have phone calls behind the scenes, and we call each other out when we don't agree with what each other's doing.
Right.
Um, we challenge each other, sometimes on a daily basis.
Ouch. I'm sorry.
Um,
Sorry, guys.
and we don't end up fighting with each other. We all accept we are who we are.
It's a very
Um,
valid point. I'm appreciating that you put yes.
yeah, and we love each other unconditionally. We may not always
Absolutely.
agree with each other,
I
but we're
agree.
there
Yep.
for each other.
Yep.
And
Susan,
right's right and wrong is wrong, and we call each
That's
other
right.
out on it.
Yeah, that is right.
that's right. And Susan, we learned that the first place I think we learned, at least I did, was in my family, my parents, maybe an older sibling, right?
Right.
And then from there, we might learn it in school with really good teachers and instructors, and we learn it perhaps at work. There's so many opportunities for us to be challenged and be better human beings. It doesn't stop here on social media. Yeah, we can really make a difference, but we have to be open to change. I think the problem oftentimes is people feel, well, I can't challenge my friends. They'll think I betrayed them. Actually, you're betraying your friends if you don't challenge them. I always like to quote Muhammad Ali on that. He said, if you're 50 years old and you still believe the same way you did when you were 20, then you've wasted 30 years of your life. That's 30 years we're supposed to be growing, and growth comes from challenge.
Right. I mean, I've gotten, messages from Mary in the past, and she's like, I'm uploading a video. You're going to hate me. And I'm like, I'll never hate you. I may not agree with what you're uploading, but it doesn't mean it's going to end our friendship or I'm going to hate you.
That's right. The
And
person I'm the proudest of right now is Midwestern Mary. I am so proud of her because
yes,
she has owned it. How rare is that?
right. Mary has owned it. And there's
Mary
some
owned it.
personal stuff with Mary that I'm not going to share, but I'm extremely proud of her with it. And I wish they knew the Mary that I knew because Mary has a beautiful heart. She's a great mother. She has a wonderful daughter, a loving husband. And I just wish they knew that Mary that I know.
You know,
I wish they had a chance to meet her husband and her daughter like I have, and
that
get
makes
to
a
know the
difference.
real Mary. And I hear them calling her, they make fun, say she's ugly, she's fat. Mary is gorgeous. Um, Even online, does not do her justice. She is absolutely gorgeous.
Susan, you're roboting just a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. You're back.
I don't think she deserves a lot of the shit that she gets on here.
Yeah, I mean that. I think I see a pattern with that, right? I mean, Jesus Christ, like.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've been trying so desperately to get back to the.
Can I tell you a story of something that happened probably when I first kind of was brand new to the drama community.
Yes,
Of course,
tell us this story.
okay. Well, I come from
I
Boyd,
got
and
excited. Go ahead.
once upon a time I was in Boyd many years ago. But no, when I was introduced to the drama community, I remember I watched and witnessed a beautiful thing, and the person who did the beautiful thing was Randy. Randy was negotiating between two women, trying to help them find a resolution. And I was so excited and happy to see her do that. And she asked them a question. Tell me one or two things about each other that you like. Now, these are two women that were very unhappy with each other. And that's how she led off. And it was the perfect way to begin. Now, that's what Randy did. There's a part of each one of us. Randy is not to be vilified tonight, nor is Wendy. There is something good in each and every one of us. And I think that's what we have to begin with. She was right that day.
Yeah, but we can't.
She really was.
I mean, you can't make somebody else engage in that type of responsibility because nobody like.
Well, we
I don't
have to
know.
think differently of each other, or we'll villainize each other.
Yeah,
Then we have no hope. We won't find our way out of the quagmire of hate. We have to begin to look at each other not as evil or demons, but as good people, because there is good in each and every one of us.
Well, I really wanted to, and I'm gonna try to do this right now with that. I wanted to bring some. Or at the very least, I wanted to bring up what was triggering to me about so that the example is out there of what I found irritating with the stuff that where I clipped just the part about. I mean, I'm back obviously specifically talking about the Jonice thing with the Wendy stream earlier that I heard, and it just I don't know. I want to see what I have. Let me see. Hold on a second, you guys.
I'm not rubber stamping anything anyone does, but I do believe that we can't ever come together unless we actually believe there's something worthwhile in each one of us. I'd rather
Right.
start
No,
with
I agree
something
with that.
positive.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
we've got lots to critique in each other, including myself. There's no question.
All right, I'm looking through my clips real quick. Hold on a second.
Still Hater said he wants to hear Holly talk.
What does that mean?
She never gets it. We keep talking around her. Come on. Holly, go ahead.
What are you talking about? That's not true at all.
We never give you a chance.
Yeah, I don't, please. And then I yell all over everybody. Get out of here. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. That's ridiculous.
And Araz says, I'm okay with the Mary Kumbaya, but I draw the line with saying Holly doesn't deserve mistreatment. And Holly doesn't deserve the mistreatment she gets either.
Aw.
That's right.
All right, here, I want to just pull up. There was just some very specific things in this that just irritated me. And
Can
I
you
don't know.
play the Clowns of YouTube video?
Yes, that's right after this one. I was gonna do that too. Hold on. Like, you guys, I wish you guys could see like behind the scenes how I'm struggling with this new laptop. I have like 50 million windows. Like, it's total chaos. I don't know what I'm doing. But
Hey,
nobody
Bimbo.
knows. You think everything's good, so yay me.
Bimbo Barbarella is in the chat.
It's
welcome.
One of my favorite. Oh shit! Look, Mary came back, and Jilly's been sitting back there, but her devices aren't connected.
Hi, I'm just this.
No, I
have that video.
I literally have to do some kind of troubleshooting with this whole I don't think it's you guys where Jill still says devices. Okay, now it's better. I think it's me, but I gotta work on it. I mean, I don't know. I really don't.
I forgot to tell you. Good afternoon.
I have that video if you need it. What's happening? Wow. I have that video if you need it played. Is that Jill? Hi, Jill.
Yeah, Mary sounds like she's in a hollow room.
Oh, is that Mary?
Okay, hold on a second.
And Mary's gone. Jill, are you here?
Does it still sound bad?
No, that's Mary. Yeah, you sound like you're in a hollow room.
Yeah, it's hollow.
Okay, sorry, I was using my camera mic. Hold on.
And Jill
it's not
left.
bad, but
Tara got laryngitis from howling too much.
That's funny. That is good.
Kara said earlier she was going to bed.
Oh, what a party pooper. All right, I'm going to pull this up now. So, and Joe did speak. I don't know if it was directly or indirectly, but I mean, there was definitely, I guess, some around and about sort of I'm not helping myself to clowns content without.
Oh, no, permission was given.
Yeah, I want to make sure that people understood that because I don't want to.
I'm trying this out. Can you hear me any better?
Yeah.
What the hell are you trying out? Nobody knows what you're trying out. What the hell are you talking about, woman?
It's a mic.
It sounds like you're like you're away from it, but we can hear you. Can you move closer to it?
Is this any better?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It literally just sounded like professional, like I just called a 1-900 number. Is this any better, Holly?
For $9.99 a minute.
Hey, this is the point where I say, what is a 900 number?
That's pretty good, I gotta tell you.
I have to say that.
It's pretty good. All right, so we have Jill, or the pervy version of her. We'll find out, I guess.
Oh, now Mary's speaking in porn.
Oh, Jesus. All right, I got Ms. Bean, Julie Bean. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to pull up that Clowns of YouTube because that really hits it home for me.
I do have that ready to go if you want me to play it.
Oh, yes, I want you to play it. God,
Do
you
it.
Stellar. You
That's what I'm trying to
spoiled
tell you.
No, I thought you had it set. I didn't know that. I thought you had it set up with like the permissions and all of that. But I thought I was.
Yeah, no, anybody can use it. That's what I gathered. Yeah.
Right, I knew that, but I didn't know that you already had it like upload, docketed, ready to go. Yeah. You had it.
Just let me know if you can when you're ready. Okay.
I'm gonna put it in the. Well, I'm trying to decide what version, what format I want. Should we listen to it with your head like super giant at 100%, or I mean, should we have like the biggest stellar head when we listen to it, or just like a medium size? I mean, these are the questions that I struggle with as the host of the chat. I mean,
Hey, Goldie.
Well, this particular one probably doesn't need to be full screen, but if you did, that'd be fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's more impactful when your head is huge. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's up to we'll leave it up to the side chatters.
Yeah. My head is no longer there, so.
Alrighty, so I am. I swear to God, you guys. Wednesday, whatever I do this week, Wednesday, Thursday. This has been a laptop struggle with me today. So, yeah. But.
And Mary shared the link to Clowns of YouTube's channel if y'all would sub up.
I
think it's a good channel, to be honest. I like that. And then again, there was more comments about how Stellar had made some comments about, oh, it's just like a shitty Stellar comment. Then if you don't like here, then go to, the people, it's pretty selective what clip channels people like, you know what I mean? Like, don't pretend like it's just some random clip channel that.
Yeah, and if Stellar would read his comment after this video.
I really, I've seen him do it before myself, but I just think it's funny.
Clowns of YouTube is awesome.
I know, I agree.
Okay.
Hi, Rick.
Okay. Rick, who? Who are you talking to? Oh,
in the chat.
You're about to get rickrolled, Holly.
Rick Ocasek.
All right, here we go.
Now, tell me when we start if you can hear the sound. If not, I'll have to put the microphone near the speaker. So tell me if you can hear it, okay?
Yeah, I feel like I haven't done. I don't know. Why am I so rusty on the whole streaming?
Because we haven't been live in a couple of weeks.
I know, but I think you combine in this whole laptop situation, and I really suck, man. I'll try. I mean, I don't think everybody else has to mute, like, how we Cat Stellar is the great Oz. That's hilarious. Okie dokie. So, presenting Stellar with his giant head.
Holly and Mary even got cute, pretty ass voices.
Who said that? That was very lovely.
Schizo.
Oh, Schizo like a boss. That's Schizo and I have been friends for many, many years. People don't know that probably, but it is true. She comes and goes. Why is this not? Oh, Jesus.
Is he sharing?
I have to present them first, and it's
Oh.
not cooperating. So it appears to me as though it is not allowing. Come on, you. All right. Sometimes when you click it on the, I got it now. It took me forever. So solo layout is what we want, and let's go. And you guys, I wanted to see this myself. I am seeing it along with you.
Okay, now tell me if you don't hear any sound, you have to tell me right away.
Well, don't ask me. I'm the one who's staying here for 40 minutes talking to myself before you guys
now everybody put a lid on it. Okay.
Yes.
You ready? Here we go.
Yes.
No sound. Stellar, I don't hear anything.
I just unmuted myself so I could tell you the same thing. I'm not sure if they're. Let me see if it's.
Chat saying no sound.
Hold on. Here we go. Try now.
Take me a second.
Better?
Everybody calm down.
No, I got it. I fixed it.
I am calm.
Oh, wait. You mean it wasn't my sound?
No, it was.
There was no sound.
Hear you. Mary, stop using earphone sex voice. It's creeping everyone out, frankly.
Okay, so everybody
go
shut
ahead.
up.
Yeah, go. All right.
You know you like it.
This is so serious. Knock it off, bitch.
Do you realize I resemble that comment?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Hold on.
Y'all gonna give me the giggles tonight.
I already have them. It's nice to share them with other people instead of talking to myself for 40 minutes.
Here we go.
Okay, go.
The cancer card, how? By talking about it, by giving awareness about what people really go through with cancer. It's not a fairy tale ride or anything like that. I almost died more than once.
You have to remember, you're dealing with people that stole from kids with cancer.
Yeah, that's why I don't like this.
And Jonas, you get all the pity you want. You get all the pity that you need. And be done. Be done with us. Forget I exist. Because I will forget. I do forget you exist. Then you pop up like, I don't know, ain't herpes one of those things that don't go away? You're a herpy. Go away and stay away.
Genital awards over there.
Yeah.
Genital awards teamed up with anal fissures over there on that panel. That's what we got. No wonder they're so bitter.
Oh.
Sorry. I just cracked up.
They're so disgusting. I can't even listen to it.
Hey, man, I got home from your wife. It hurt. I had to get it cut open. And they put a shot on it.
With anal fissures. I'm sorry. That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
It is not funny.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Maybe I had PTSD from an anal fissure, and
listen to the cackling, man.
I'm sorry, Randy.
I never had the herpes.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I got that anal fissure of a mouth that you have. I love everything you say. Whole tragedy pen, just like anal fissures up there.
Yeah.
That's her new name, y'all. That's her new name from now on. You're an anal fissure. That's what you are.
Y'all
laughed at her. Yes, we laughed at her.
And then she come in. I heard you call me a this and this, and I don't know if I did. I did later. And Laura, speaking of paper cuts on the asshole, I hope you get them tonight.
Wow.
How do they know I don't have cancer right now? How do they know that?
They don't.
I could have cancer right now, this minute. They don't know shit about my health right now.
No.
Just because I ain't over here waving it around like a fucking flag don't mean shit. I could have a deadly illness right now that you know nothing about, Laura.
Oh, but do you? Do you have one?
Telling the cancer patient to do better. Go fuck yourself. I did tell her to do better. Do fucking better.
Wow.
Doesn't matter. Do as a human.
Oh my God.
Listen, you have cancer. You're not cancer. You're a human.
Well said.
Shut the fuck up.
Telling her to do better?
I
Seriously?
know. What a
First
fucking
one even let
cunt.
me leave
Oh my
was
God.
when I got the Klefki bag without
Ugh.
a couple of police covers,
You like
which is
Yeah.
paid to cover it when I go out in public, so I don't have to feel conscious about it. But I hold it proud because it's part of, you know, what I'm going through with cancer right now. And I'll tell other people out there that have family members or you're going through it, you're not alone. And that's why I share my story and I'm open about who I am, because I want other people to not feel alone, because sometimes the only interaction some people have is on here. And some people are stuck in a bed, can't get out, can't walk, and the only friendship they can find is on here. So why not, you know, not be so judgmental maybe, and have some compassion or some understanding, and kind of, you know, not be so freaking judgmental.
Boy, oh boy.
God bless Janice.
I don't even know what to. Give me 1 sec. I gotta roll a cigarette really quick. Like I mean, I don't even know. Like the giggling and the laughing and whatever. And if you want to make the concession that okay, you didn't know. Actually, I mean, if let's be gracious and give the benefit of the doubt. And okay, you didn't know, and whatever. But then once you at some point you need to back up the camera because you did know. And then you did know, and then you tracked it in, and like I don't even understand the whole scenario where it's the disgustingness. You can't undo that. Wendy, you can't. Like, why did you not go back once you realized? Like, why are they doubling down? Is what I'm asking you guys. Why are they doubling down? Okay, like once you realize that, okay, yeah, the anal fissure thing or whatever isn't fun. You know what I mean? She really does have that particular type of cancer and whatever. Then why are you beating it into the ground? Like why? I mean, I just feel like a decent, normal human being wouldn't be like throwing that like in their face. Like I don't know, man. Am I missing something here? Or am I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling.
I kind of think that they're just showing us who they really are. And
Yeah,
I kind of think that
I
they've
agree with
always
that.
been this,
I agree.
unfortunately.
But I mean, it literally makes me feel sick to my stomach. I don't even know. I mean, what a shady shyster fucking like. And then I don't know. I mean, I'm almost even a little bit. Like, I just can't stand the sound of her voice where she's just so joyous. You guys, is it just me or is she just enjoying herself so much? At
The
anal fissure? Like,
cackling.
She's
yes,
condescending as hell
yes, yes.
and smug,
Ugh.
and it's annoying.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And I
Ugh.
imagine she talks to her students the same way. I'm being honest.
Yeah, I picture her. Yes,
It's like she's
exactly.
talking down, like, by all means, of course, enjoy, but like, I don't know. Ugh.
I'm just like still sitting here because honest to God, that's the first time I really heard that. I probably about 8 seconds of it or whatever, and I knew it was going to be sent where I could see some of it, and I never really seen the whole thing like that. And,
Yeah, Holly, when we were talking earlier, neither one of us had seen that. I don't know what to say.
I know, right? I know. I mean, I feel like we're all just sitting at like we just probably seem like a bunch of blithering idiots sitting here, but there's nothing to add on to it. I mean, what can you say? Nothing.
I don't even know because I've said several times on panel up here, that I'm friends with Randy. But damn, I can't even defend that. I don't even know what to say. That's not the Randy that I thought I knew.
Bimbo, I'm glad that you weren't on YouTube during your cancer, because this place is not exactly a wonderful place.
Well, you know, this is one of those moments where you don't really have to say a word. Everything that has been said speaks for itself.
I agree.
It's heartbreaking.
I needed a second there to breathe because I mean this. I don't know. Like listen again with the. I know it probably seems like beating a dead horse and the cackling or whatever. You're talking about somebody's life, whether they live or die. Anal fissures. I'm sorry, even if it is cancer, it's still funny. No, lady, it's not. It's not fucking funny. No, it's
She
not.
said, I cracked myself up.
Yeah, you're the only one.
I mean,
didn't think I
Jonice
could
is
go to
dealing
a.
with stage 4 cancer. It doesn't get any more serious than that.
No, it doesn't. And I don't. Honest to God, Joe, I don't think I could go to like a new low of disliking somebody to that level. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't think I could go there, and here I am. Good.
And you want to know the irony of all this? Jonice is so strong, so powerful. She's already risen above that. That's who Jonice is.
You know, what bugged me is I didn't hear some of these things until later. And I was in Laura's chat when Jonice was on panel. And she had heard this. So she heard these things before she went to Laura's panel. And she was able to, I feel like she handled paneling up and everything with such grace and poise. And just even as her friend listening to that, I don't think I'd be able to do that.
I don't know. I'm sorry I'm quiet, you guys, right now. I just I'm putting myself in like that putting myself in that person's position and thinking about, what they're thinking during that and what's
And
going on.
it all just happened from a tweet. That was all that was a tweet. And I guess she went into the chat and she said that her phone died and that I think she maybe said something else to them. I didn't even get to see it. And then they started berating her right then. And then it just kept going. So, and that was the second live stream Randy did. The first one, she did it first. The first one. And then the second one was completely just berating Jonice, laughing at her, mocking her.
I just don't even know.
I
could never even be friends with those people. I could never have a single scrap of respect for any of those people in that subject ever again. I can never.
Well, now I guess I understand why they didn't really give a damn about the St. Jude stuff.
I don't even know what to say.
Telling us to get over it.
And I did try to get over it. I went in their chats a couple of times afterwards. Trying to, forgive them and move on, to help the community heal. Because I truly didn't think Randy was like this. And now I don't even know what to say now.
Yeah, Janie, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, this is not okay.
I would say that probably Jonice would prefer that we support her with love and not hate. That we don't go low. We stay the course of what good people would do. We don't become what we ourselves hate and detest so much that we try to do things better. And I believe that's what Jonice would want. I really do.
I agree. I'm just kind of at a loss for words.
Yeah.
And I'm angry, so I'm trying to hold my tongue. Hi, punk and drublick. That username won't trip me up a bunch.
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel right now.
Well, I would like to publicly say, and I don't know if Diane's going to watch this or if they're restreaming us, because I think the Noodle's live. Or I don't know, actually, I didn't check, but she was earlier. If Diane would refund me my money, I would like to just give that to Jonice.
I know, right? I was thinking something like that earlier about, but God forbid we start any kind of.
Well, it's clear
the
we're not
same.
going to go to where I intended it to go, and I know that, and I've accepted that. Still pretty pissed off about that, but I would like to just give that to Jonice.
I would too. I mean, if 1/4 of it actually 6,000 got to St. Jude, and 1/4 from the amount that I sent in, I'd be happy to see that go to Jonice.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
Somebody
and I know Bombshell said earlier in Janie's chat that whatever she made today, she was sending to Jonice.
Yes, she had kind of. I was watching her stream a little bit, and she got several I think super chats and stuff, and she was going to give that to Jonice too.
It's not even about the amount, though. You know what I mean? It's just the thought that like I feel like that's completely lacking on the other spectrum.
I know,
You know?
but I mean, at least it could help somebody. I mean,
Well, we all know even when insurance, if a person has insurance, it doesn't cover 100% of the cost. So I'm sure she does have some out-of-pocket cost.
and I think she's got 2 small children.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, I don't know that for sure as far as like the insurance and cost, but most of the time there is out of pocket expenses.
Right.
And I think her husband's the only one working right now.
Even children who are at St. Jude Children's Hospital, the families are only covered by one parent living in their their house where they can stay. The other parent, usually they expect to be working. They're trying to improve that, but St. Jude does not cover all of the other costs, such as travel to and from a lot of the meals. They cover it for one person only. So I'm sure whatever she's going through in her situation would be probably even less so. There'd be a lot that's not covered.
Yeah.
Hey, Holly, could you make a Cat's Rules comment a little bit larger?
It's crazy because I was just on that right
Yeah,
this second.
yeah, just make it a little bit larger.
Actually, Cat's just
like
Cat's
giant
actually just
head.
requested.
I'm definitely
know.
on that.
Holly, she's actually requesting that you pin every single comment from now on. Did you see that? Holly, please pin all of my comments. Thank you. You got it, Cat.
Cat's no problem whatsoever.
And like Embry just said with Jonice, her chemo isn't working right now. They've got to find another option.
That's right.
Yeah.
See, that's hard, you know. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to like pat ourselves on the back, but like we discussed the same topic, and nobody was like laughing maniacally about the situation and us
Jilly
having to
Jill.
deal with it. You know,
Right.
Right.
it's not a normal. What I listened to was not a normal reaction. It just isn't to me.
I don't know, just hearing it again, like every time I've listened to Clowns of YouTube because I repinned it on my thing, I restreamed it, but
Yeah,
just to hear it, it's just like, and actually to hear it in the live stream, it was Clowns of YouTube really pared it down, but it just went on and on and on.
it's
And the side
unbelievable.
chat was the worst. To me, the side chat was even worse.
And they're
To
so
see people
proud of
that
themselves.
you
They were
think you
so
know for
proud
all
of
these
it.
years, and they're saying just the most disgusting things. But I don't know. That's them. So schizo. What? Like a boss? What is this?
Like
Schizo
that.
like a boss?
I like that.
Bacon blazed.
Well, somebody cheer me up. It's your duty to cheer me up.
It's whose duty?
Yeah.
It's your duty to please that booty.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Awfully demanding position.
You know, keep in mind that there's that old saying, "The road to the best only occurs with a full examination of the worst." Sometimes we have to look at the worst in human nature, and we're all capable of it. Every one of us. Don't kid yourself. And in a sense, it's just looking into a mirror. When we see other things, that behavior we don't approve of, we're also seeing the potential within ourselves. And it's a good wake up call. But we have to look at it. We can't duck it, or we'll never improve.
Right. Holly, that song that you played at the beginning of the stream,
Yeah.
when I was thinking about the stream tonight, that song kind of hit home.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, lyrically, like, for sure. Yeah, I mean, they've been a lot of your choices, your lyrics, your music choices have been pretty like spot on. It's like people. I don't know that people if people know that you're my DJ. I don't know that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think real hard when we talk about the stream we're going to do.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find a song that kind of goes along with it. But that one tonight I thought was really fitting about how you feel when you're being torn down
Yeah.
and people are coming at you and calling you all these names about how it makes you feel inside. So I think that song tonight, I don't know how many people heard it or not, but I thought it was kind of fitting based on the names that were called the past day or so.
I was gonna say something, you guys. Jonice's. Let me just see. Let me click the link here. Just give me a second. I want to see where she's at for subs. Okay. She's got 784. So I just dropped her link in the chat. If you guys could sub her up, we're trying to get her to 1,000. She does have content right now. She was getting some strikes from that, the science guillotine, or what's her name? Alicia something. She was striking Jonice. So if you guys could be kind enough to sub up Jonice, drop the link in the side chat.
Yeah, she needed to get to 500 to get a community page, so she's there. That's wonderful. I think she was below, what, 300? And she jumped up really fast.
Yeah, Bombshell was running it, and we're going to try to get her to 1,000.
Right.
Yeah, the name that was bragging about it last night was Girl in the City.
Everything's okay.
And she said, I'm working on strike number 3. Already got her twice. Hopefully they hold up.
Mm-hmm. And then she
wow.
I don't care that you have cancer. I heard what she said. Yeah, science girl.
Oh my god. Like to even make that your boss. Like.
So yeah, I mean they were bragging about, striking her channel and hopefully it would hold up and they'd get her channel taken down.
And for what? For what purpose? Like, what take it down for what?
Because
So
Jonice had clips of
epic?
the stuff. Jonice had clips of Science Girl saying some pretty disgusting things. Jonice was basically doing kind of clip channel things.
She had a lot of the St. Jude stuff on her channel, I think.
Yes, she did. And then she had some stuff, I guess Science Girl, I think it was Laura, I could be wrong, but she had said some pretty disgusting things. And Jonice used her own words against her. So I guess she
we all get a mirror held up. One thing I heard about, though, that was really encouraging, Clowns of YouTube said to Jonice, if you lose your channel, you can have mine. Not her backup channel, her main channel.
And that's amazing that they would do that.
That's right.
That shows they are a stand-up person. I don't know if they're male or female, but they are a stand-up person.
Yeah, that was impressive.
I just drilled my drink down the front of my shirt, and yeah, it has nothing to do with anything, but we're real people over here. I want people to know.
Sometimes Holly, will you read Janie's comment? Janie Bobani?
I sure will, Stellar.
Thank you.
One of the biggest healing agents in people with illness of any kind is support, and they pride themselves on isolating those who are already struggling. And I agree wholeheartedly, 100%.
And that's why we're here, to support.
That basis of my channel to begin with, if anyone recalls correctly, despite how tainted and twisted and people isolate certain parts of things that I've said throughout the years about regarding my channel and making it look like there's a completely different format about what my channel was supposed to be about, and it's been, if that makes sense.
Holly, I don't mean to interrupt, but Cat's Rule would like her comment pinned.
Oh yes, of course. Well, yes. I would. Sorry, there has to be a way where it just happens automatically every single time, so that I don't have to.
Can I announce? Cat's just made another comment, everyone. Let's read it. Arise. She's going to hate me.
Very funny. Let me say too that I appreciate. Listen. This was we're still recovering. I was gone we were all gone. I think of us as like a collective whole, to be honest, when we stream. But we were gone for a minute, and I didn't come back, and I like that we can at least still laugh in a certain sense, a certain regard, which may seem inappropriate to some people, but it really isn't. It's not. That's like 90% of that comment over there.
You guys, I don't want to alarm anybody, but God is in the side chat talking to me.
God is there. Yep.
Yes.
I didn't realize he was on YouTube.
You're always in trouble. So.
Don't watch my videos. Don't stop me.
Mary, you're under the microscope now.
I thought we had God up here on panel with us. That's what they always say.
Yeah, God is the space in between every word spoken. Absolutely. Hey, I was going to say, what was I going to say? I just slipped my mind. Okay, it'll come back. Never mind. It couldn't have been that important. Actually, it was. I just can't think of it. Well, jump in there. Somebody jump in. Help me out here.
I'm reading comments. Janie says, is that you, God? It's me, Janie.
It's me, Janie. I've been trying to talk to you, and you've never answered me for so long.
So God, I'm not going to make church tomorrow. Just heads up. I intend on sleeping till about 8. Thanks.
That's right. Well, we're holding church here right now.
Good night, Val.
Are you there, God? It's me, M.
Arise says they are Jamie's favorite.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Interesting. It's an interesting.
Cat's role is doxing Judy Bloom and the side chick. That's great,
Oh
Cats.
boy.
Wonderful.
Mm.
Great. Where'd Jill go?
She's in the chat.
Ah. I didn't see it. I did not.
Janie has a Gwendolyn in her arm again. She can't type. I don't know what a Gwendolyn is.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you.
That's
Pratchett.
okay.
I think it's a kitty.
Stop, Pratchett. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to talk over you. No, I didn't. I was just joking or whatever.
Holly's getting confrontational, so we've reached that part of the stream. All right. Oh, wait.
No,
Let me.
honest to God, though, you guys, I swear to God, like I still listening to the way Jeannie handled all that and just the weird hostility. It bothers me when like there's a little hostility in their voice where it just seems so
God, aren't Science Girl and Alicia Clare the same person? Oh fuck, was I wrong? I don't know. I thought they were the same person.
Well, that's something we need to make sure we. Yeah.
You definitely don't need two of that same character. Like,
I did remember in my senior moment what I was trying to remember to say. What we did tonight, I think, is, and we're not saying people don't have a right to stand up and speak their mind. They do. And they have a right to defend themselves, and they often do. But it should be a measured response, one that's commensurate or proportional, right, to what you're dealing with. If somebody punches you in the nose, you don't have to cut their head off. In other words, proportional. What happened to Jonice was beyond proportional. That's probably why we were sitting here in stunned silence, because the video itself, we didn't even need to comment on. And I think I hope, and Mary, our poster child, was able to say, this is how it's done. You can take responsibility for what you do. And each one of us, myself especially, we need to do that much more often than we do.
Could I clear something up?
Kudos to you, Mary.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Cats. Cats would like her comment pinned. Wendy V just confirmed what I thought to be true. Science Girl and Alicia Clare are the same person.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I wasn't positive.
And I just corrected God.
It sounds like, yeah, when you listen to her, it does sound like Science Girl. Yeah.
She keeps switching her name, so yeah. I don't know. Just heads up, it is the same person.
Hi to Wendy V, one of my favorites.
I always like saying, it's the good Wendy.
Okay. Yeah, welcome, Wendy V. We don't see you in here often. So welcome to the chat.
Good to have you with us, Wendy.
I just went against God. Yes, Cats.
Yeah.
Probably going to get struck down any minute now.
What time is it in Melbourne?
What time is it in heaven? Is that what you just asked
me?
Oh,
no, I asked what time it was in Melbourne, 6:22 in Melbourne. I was wondering what time it was over there.
Oh.
I'm sure they have more than one time zone, but.
What is Holly doing?
I don't know.
What are you guys
the
doing?
button there until you're done live streaming. There's no moving it right now, Molly.
I don't know. I mean,
hi, Mama T-Belly.
Oh, I haven't seen Mama T-Belly in a while. Welcome back, Mama T-Belly.
You got
there were a lot of good people in the chat tonight, and I just want to say I appreciate the fact that because I might occasionally be on to like a certain crochet.
Cats, it's temperature zone, not time zone.
Yeah, Cats made a comment that needs to be pinned.
Oh my God! So
you're really failing on pinning Cat's comments, and she's gonna unsub.
I took my glasses off, and I don't know why I did that. Listen. I'm gonna tell you why I did it. Like when honest to God, I was like tearing up during this live stream behind the scenes. So it's just, I'm literally that. I was thoroughly disgusted to that extent, honestly. Oh my God, do you hear Darby in the background? He's like, Darby's even upset. No, he's streaming. He's swimming. Sorry, cats, I got you. Yeah, I mean, I don't usually get like so emotionally invested. I think I've done a pretty good job of hiding it and pretending like I wasn't. But you guys keep calling me out, like, Holly, what are you doing? What's wrong? Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what, like, I mean, is this just a moot point? Is there any lesson to be learned from this? Like, can you guys, we just, like, told you everything we did wrong and how gross it was. Could you maybe, not do that again if one of your people gives you money or, like, anyone? Okay, or not?
Say it again. I was reading chat.
I, never mind. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing.
I'm trying to pay attention to
No,
chat
it's
too,
okay. It's
so I'm
okay.
not rude.
I was dropping Mama T Belly's link. She said she went on a rant. Girl, I never go on rants. I'm way above that.
I'm glad that they,
Wow.
you know,
I always contain all of my emotions.
She went on a
Yeah.
rant?
No, Holly, I knew you were having a hard time with that, hon. I apologize. I thought that you had heard it before that, but maybe you didn't.
No, I just, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I knew it was bad, but
I just feel like, I would like to feel like we accomplished something, and that I would like to have some sort of solace in the fact that that is not going to, replace it and have it happen and have it happen to other people again, and like they're gonna, I don't know. And they're gonna go and make fun of it all, and the office with the anal fit, and it's so funny. But when you're in that position, man, like I understand, like I'm sure that Jonice is, struggling, and it's not like it's just not. None of that is okay.
I can't get past the laugh that they thought they were amusing themselves, that it was so funny.
Right. No, that is
That laugh, I just hear that laugh. And
it's what nightmares are made of.
It is a nightmare. I'm like, how can you laugh like that about a woman with cancer that's fighting for her life, having to look for a new treatment because her current treatment is not working, and you're sitting there laughing your ass off thinking it's funny?
I know. I don't know. I mean, I always feel like I was disappointed before, but then it's just like another layer gets dug up, tossed aside, and it's just sinking every time. And I know I've done some fucked up shit, believe me, I know. But I don't know. Like, it's just like every week it's like a new low, a new low, a new low. I'm only 5'3". I feel like I'm being buried in it. Like when you sit back and look at it, that's kind of what it feels like. And I imagine for people that maybe don't have platforms or don't have big platforms, and I don't have a big platform, I just have a big ass mouth. They probably watch some of this stuff and they feel like they can't say anything because then they're the next target. Okay, so that got awkward. Yeah.
Well, I feel it's in our best interest, everyone's best interest. Doesn't matter if you want to look at one side versus the other, that we would want to try to move together and realize, each side take responsibility for what they do, try to do that as best they can so that we don't end up having sides. The only problem with that is, in my opinion, is there may be some people among us, and I'm not saying I know who they are or even that they exist, but there may be some people among us who actually prefer to have sides, who have, maybe they have no content or can't think of any except to drag people. And I hope it's not that bad. I suspect that there are people like that in the world. I am not suggesting any one of who we're talking about tonight, but just saying, it would seem to be in everyone's best interest to try to be peaceful and get along. But then again, I've been kind of had a wake-up call. I'm not so sure if that is true entirely. There may be some among us who really would prefer not to. I've tried hard to reach out to certain people, and I've been rebuffed, and I'm not sure quite what to make of that. But nonetheless, you keep trying, and you just hope that they might want that too. But I'm willing to be convinced that maybe I'm wrong about that. There may be people who absolutely do not want to get along. And in a case like that, then that's a whole other approach. What do we do differently? Do we ignore? Do we simply, step away from those people as much as we can? I don't know.
Well, some of them were saying, this is the drama community. Don't start something without expecting a response, cancer or not. This is drama, and this is what we do.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Right, but then when I use that on them, like, no, you don't get to complain. You don't get to cry now. This is my response, right? Then I'm the bad guy. So I think it's okay for certain people to respond, and then if anybody else does, then you guys just saw what happened. And that was a minute. Like, her tweet was, and the videos that she did, she wasn't cussing them up one way down the other. She wasn't doxing anybody, and whatever you do, don't touch the Reface app, y'all. It's just a warning. Oof. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So it's like you're damned if you fight back at all. Or I guess respond. So like they can go live and, say 700 horrible things about all of us on panel, right? But if we respond, then we're wrong. So I don't know.
I wish there were a place where people could go and do that. If YouTube provided a singular outlet where this is where people fight, and everywhere else, we don't do this. It's kind of like, okay, go have it out, put the gloves on, get in the boxing ring, and then when you're
Stellar,
done,
the first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. Second
you
rule
don't
of
talk
Fight
about Fight
Club,
Club.
you don't talk about Fight Club. No. Actually, maybe they can have like a Fight Club. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Exactly, Janie. Janie says, I'll tap out every time before I fight on YouTube with someone who's fighting for their life in real life.
Oh, boy. That's very well put. Thank you, Janie.
Yeah.
Holly, are you just throwing around pens?
Yes.
Okay, good. I identified the sound.
Yes, in fact, that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm irritated and
I kind of agree with you, Embry. I honestly, I don't have any, I don't want to listen to that clip anymore. And I don't want to go back and listen. I did listen to the live streams that's why I said I didn't realize Randy had done kind of two where Jonice was the topic until like pretty late today. So I just thought it was that one live stream, and I was wrong.
Oh.
I agree too, Embry, because I would hate for Jonice to be going back and listening to streams that are supporting her and that clip come on again. And she have to listen to it.
Yeah.
Interesting. But not really. Because I feel like I think that there's like I keep reverting back to like there's no lessons to be learned here, and because that shit is just going to keep going, and there's still going to be all those people in those in those side chats where everybody's ass patting her.
Well, like they say to us or about us, don't fuck with fuckers, right? That's what they like to say, don't fuck with fuckers. So I don't know what else is to be learned because we can't make people change. And when you point out their bad behavior, there seems to be a pattern where they don't like that. So, and Embry, I agree.
Well, I guess we're all fuckers over here then. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
I just don't want to keep making Jonice listen to that stuff. I don't really think it's beneficial. And it's not helping anything.
Well, I think, for the ones that hadn't heard it, because like me and Me and Holly hadn't heard it till tonight.
Not like, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I would be like embarrassed that it said, even if it was like salt. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'd be ashamed if like if I was like a parent too, if my kid heard that and I like go around and beating that to your kid, like how embarrassing. Like
And people may not agree with me with what I'm about to say, but there were people today saying that they wanted to contact, and I think some people had contacted, like Randy's workplace, and they were talking about contacting Wendy's workplace, and I don't agree with that. I don't agree with going real life. I just feel like if we go real life on them, that puts us down to that level of the things that was said about Jonice. I mean, people may not agree with me on that, but I don't agree with going down on the same level. I think we need to be better. That's just my opinion. Well, that got a response.
I
Well,
think
no, I think we're all thinking
Thinking,
about what you just said. That
yeah.
was very important. The rule of thumb, sadly, is around here is an eye for an eye, and we need to do something different, or we'll keep having people who have problems with their eyes. We have to. What you're suggesting, I think, is very wise. Maybe it's new; it shouldn't be, but we have to try to take things up a notch and not return something that we find abhorrent and we find distasteful and return the very same thing. What sense does that make? And rather than getting even, let's get smart. Let's try to find better ways, if we can, if they exist out there. And somebody else mentioned in side chat about, I think it was Cat's Rule. We should post it because Cat's Rule said it was about mental illness. And, I think we have our fair share. We probably even have a higher percentage in social media. It's just my gut feeling or my interpretation from what I observe. But there's 200, what is there, more than 200 official types and classifications of mental illness in the DSM. And there's walking among us, people struggling with all kinds of things. And I think that people are fragile. We have people who are not just physically fragile, but mentally fragile. And we need to realize when we push, we might be pushing someone that is very close to standing on a precipice. We need to be very, very careful and realize that their life matters to us. So whatever we choose to do, let's keep that in mind. That we need to try to do the right thing, as hard as that may be. Everything in our gut, our instinct tells us get back at them, but that's not. We're evolving toward something higher than that. We're capable of compassion. Well, that's what adults. That's postgraduate work. That's what adults do. Can we do that? I think we can. We can try.
oh yeah, for sure, but nothing will happen.
Well, but it has to happen with us. That we don't. It's whether it happens with someone else is another matter. But at least we can do that. It starts with each one of us.
I see.
Look, it's a theory. I'm not saying it's going to work. All right,
Oh,
but
I'm
I
sorry. I
do.
was.
I mean, we've tried the other. The other doesn't work well, right? Is anybody convinced it works well? An eye for an eye doesn't work terribly well.
No, and lately there's been a lot of real life stuff going on with CPS calls and swatting and calling employers and threatening to call adult protective services. And I've said it before, the people on here, we're 99.9% of them, we're never going to meet in real life. So if you're to the point where you're letting this affect real life, or you're thinking of going real life, maybe it's time to log off. Because it's YouTube. I'd like to say it's not affecting our real lives, but in Jonice's case, it is. But I still don't agree with going real life and doing the real life stuff, because, one does it and then another does it and then another does it, and it never stops.
I agree with that. Yes, very categorized.
The only thing, Susan, I would just maybe have a slight disagreement with you, just slight, is real life actually begins with every person behind the keyboard is a real flesh and blood person with feelings. And people get their feelers hurt a lot. And this is real life here as well. And I think that's why we have to be careful with those people who are rather shaky in terms of their perhaps their emotional and psychological, whatever it may be. Yeah, I mean, some people get hurt deeply, and I think we all agree to that. Sure. And that's as real as it gets. Now, some people go beyond that and show up at people's houses. That's taking it too far. But it may be taking it too far when we use words as a weapon as well on here. That happens way more than it should. That's what we were, looking at tonight. The words that really will heal much slower than a broken bone.
I don't know. Just, I mean, even, and I know you guys are probably like, oh my God, Holly, shut up already. But just the level of security, like the cackling and the ridiculousness and it just, I don't know. It was like taken aback. Like, where's our half? Or,
well, I think tomorrow will be interesting, and we'll see what the community is chattering about. And hopefully, like Mary, who took responsibility for herself, others will do the same. That's my hope. Is it realistic? I don't know, but it's my hope.
Right. Yeah, I think the whole community is shook over this.
I'm sorry, I'm still like, you guys know I was behind the scene, and I know I didn't mean to drop the ball tonight with the whole well, next time the I stream, I'll know how to use my brand new laptop, so it'll be great. But I'm still like behind the scenes right now. I'm even getting like some DMs on Twitter, and like even that makes me feel good that people are giving us the ass pats, and not because where you have somebody like
Did I lose sound?
No.
No.
Mary, we control the vertical. We control the horizontal.
God left the side chat. This can't be a good thing.
You lost
I corrected
it. No.
God. I corrected God. I'm going to hell.
That like can come back to haunt you.
Before, I definitely am now. Cat's rule would like her comment pinned. I don't know. I think. No offense, Jamie.
Mary, you might be afraid of Frankie the kneecap for obvious reasons, but be more afraid of God. He's the real deal. Now, actually, fear is not something I usually put in the same word with the higher power.
Well, God spoke in here tonight.
I know, and I corrected God. God had totally, I was right. God was wrong. Cass. Great, no, Mary's ego will never be in check. It's so quiet. I was actually looking through my DMs on Facebook. I'm trying to find a phone number for something cool, but I can't find it. Wait, what's this? Son of a beast. All right, never mind. I'll have to go back and look.
I really like the spaces in between the words, that we actually have a pause for the cause to think about and reflect. how often do we hear that on a panel? I think it's healthy. I really, we can think about what we're hearing, and also perhaps have time to think about what we want to say. Um, and maybe we're actually listening to each other. Wouldn't that be nice? That's going on here tonight. It's wonderful.
So you're saying that I overtalk people all the time? Thank you, Stella. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, not every time. Can we just say maybe half the time?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Hold on. I'm changing my avatars because this one's pretty funny. It's Tom Petty.
You have to admit, though, sometimes it's hard to get a word in side saddle, right? I mean, people are chattering all at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Plus
that's
there's a delay on StreamYards.
yeah. What's his name? The singer.
Oh, that's Tom Petty. I'm
Tom
Petty.
Petty.
How petty can I be? I can be Tom Petty.
That's right. Sorry. Wasn't he part of the Traveling Wilburys? I think he was.
There's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. But he hooked up with a bunch of other.
Janie.
Good night, Janie.
Good night, Janie. Yeah, Google Traveling Wilburys. I'm pretty sure he was part of that. It was like a temporary group. They went around.
Are you back there, Holly?
Mary, why do you have a different avatar in chat than what you have on screen?
Thank you, Janie.
Oh, because in chat, that's like my actual YouTube page, and this is just my StreamYards image.
Oh, okay.
See, I can change it. It's fun.
Well, I know you can change it. I just never noticed it was different in chat.
Self. My 1920 self is goals.
What is that behind Tom Petty? Is that like a ceiling fan?
It was an umbrella.
Oh, wait. Umbrella.
It was an umbrella. Oh, oops, sorry. Oh no, I just made a. Oh, Brett Favre is.
I can't. Listen. You guys. I liked the chat tonight. That it was low, no hostility, where we're all going out screaming and when people have veins popping out of their necks and their foreheads and stuff.
That's right. I did too, Ollie.
Well, then it's just allow people to say what they need to say, and last night let me hear your reaction.
It's been good not having trolls tonight too.
Yeah, it's been.
It was
pretty
good. It
calm.
was I hope people feel I don't know. I don't want to gay it up. I feel sensy pants and I just hope people feel like they know that you know what I mean, that everybody's welcome here in that regard. We're not I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just thought nobody's ever gonna when you guys hang out here and stuff, and I think Goldie, I didn't even see Goldie. And Sheepdog. I'm sorry, you guys. I was just preoccupied with this whole thing. There's never going to be a position where, with any of you guys, where you turn around and see any of us laughing maniacally about something that was wrong with you, or I mean, when all that stuff went down with cats, and just the oh god, I could just go on and on and on. Any of that stuff, those people just get. I feel like those other places that once they're done with them, there's no I don't know. I feel like they don't respect you guys. I don't know. It's gonna sound stupid. Subscribers, okay? If you guys don't upload stuff, if you're not a content creator, which I'm no, it's such an elitist fucking thing. I'm no content creator, but I feel like they don't respect subscribers over there, and I think that you guys deserve more the side chat. Or does that sound stupid? Do you know what I mean? They treat you guys shitty, like you're disposable. All these other places, but most especially those drama community ones, with Diana, Wendy, and Randy and stuff. I mean,
well,
I don't
Holly,
really talk about them. That you know what I mean? I don't even want. They're so fucking strike happy and taking out channel happy, and they have such outstanding support behind them that I don't even feel comfortable saying their names out loud because of the way that they treat people. But I at the end of the day, I think what it boils down to for me is the way that how shitty they are at the subs and stuff. It's ridiculous. Without
Holly,
the subscribers,
what
I'm
would
sorry, Phil. Go ahead.
Holly, what would you do if now don't want you to answer immediately. I want you to give a few seconds pause.
Okay.
What would you do if Wendy or Randy or any of them came in to make a comment in side chat? Would you permit them or would you mock and ridicule them? How would you deal with that? And what would you tell your mods?
So just so what, like a just a standard.
Maybe they come in to make a statement about why they said what they said, and
Sure.
would you permit it, or would
Of
you?
course, I'd permit it.
Okay,
Why wouldn't I?
that well because there are
I mean, I'm not
places that
responsible for what they say. If they say something shitty or whatever,
of course,
that's on
but
them. You know what I mean?
right.
But I mean, they have every right to say what they want to say. I mean, I think that
Okay. I'm
yeah.
glad to hear that because there are places where you go on here where that isn't allowed,
Oh, you
and
know
there are
that that's
places.
not this place is not
If
that. You know
if,
that.
if
That's
I
not
was
what
to
it is.
go into certain chats, I would not be able to do that without being dragged, ridiculed, and yeah, it wouldn't be a nice experience. Even though I wouldn't go in to cause any kind of harm, just to maybe try to say something peaceful. And I'm
Right.
just saying we have to be different. We have
I don't
to
even think
take
we
it
have
to a
to.
higher
I
level.
to be honest, you know what I think, Joe? Like, I don't even think we. I just think we are different. I don't even think we have to
Well,
try.
that's what I'm saying. If
We
that
just
comes
are
for us,
naturally different. Like,
right? But that does take effort because sometimes within our brain we got a reptilian part of our brain that wants to respond with vengeance. We really do, and we have to keep that part of our brain in check with the
right.
mammalian brain that's evolved some compassion, and we have to say, look,
I like the
I
word
get.
mammalian.
Yeah, I mean, there's the different parts of our
Just
brain that
on
have
an off
evolved.
note.
Well, a million and a half years of evolution, and we don't want to throw that out and say, oh, let's just have at everybody and rip them a new one because they ripped us one. No, I'm not for that. I'm not for that. And
I
I'm willing to just go to my grave saying that's where I think that we need to go. And I could be wrong, but that's my belief.
I just want you guys to all know I'm a cat riding a freaking unicorn.
You are.
Now that's pretty dope. Joel's still here. Can Joel come up and entertain me? You guys are boring me.
Of course, we'd love to have Jill come up.
Attila.
I need to probably step down. My dog needs some attention, but hey,
That's another
Holly,
reason I keep muting. My dogs keep barking.
Holly, thank you so much for tonight. I think this was handled as well as I think we could. Excuse me, as we could,
Yeah.
and
No.
with a certain kind of. I think we were striving to be mature. I think
Sure.
that Mary in a way set the pace with taking responsibility. I
Yes, I
can't
agree.
underline
Yes.
that enough. So thank you for having this kind of stream. It was
And we
difficult
can
to
say
do.
whatever bullshit
Yeah.
she wants to say. You know, I don't know. In the Mary thing, like Mary probably gets sick of me sticking up for her. I think they're really particularly shitty to Mary. I don't think there's no balance there. Like, it's too much. I'm not saying Mary doesn't like go down on her, or she might do whatever.
It's my hair, Holly. It's okay. I'm now a
But
cat, so.
It's her hair.
It's those Chinese dresses.
I know. Fucking the dresses.
Well, hey, I'm going to jump down, but thank you, all of you, and I appreciate being up here with you. And this has been a good evening. I appreciate that. And best our prayers for Jonice. That's really the reason we tonight happened the way it did.
yeah,
So
right. And you guys know
Right.
that I don't really believe that that's going to do anything or help or whatever. But if it did, then just can you please like say something nice like you think it's going to?
yeah. Okay. Well, hey, thank you all. Talk to you later. All right. Bye bye.
Night, Stellar.
Good night.
You guys, how does, like, I know horses say neigh. What do unicorns say?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh at something.
I
All
don't
right, I'm
know.
trying to relink Jonice's thing here, so hold on a second here. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, just a second.
Cat's Rule said unicorns say hell no.
I'm fabulous, biatch. That's what they should say.
October said who snorted.
He snorted. Or who snorted? Okay, sorry. You guys are being super quiet. Super awkward.
Well, does
Is
anybody...
it my cat unicorn picture? Is that unnerving?
It could be. Does anybody in the chat have any further thoughts or anything they would like to say?
I like completely made you handle it all. Like, sorry about that. I don't know. Sorry, guys.
I think everybody's just kind of speechless tonight, and
Is that what you think it is? I mean, I've been taken aback since you first played that first Arise clip of it. I like, what? Like, is that for? I mean, the whole thing is just, I don't know. There's a certain level of disgustingness around here that I feel like we reach time and time again. You know what I mean? It never fails to make it there at the end of the day. And I don't know. Every time we get it, every time.
I think the community just keeps reaching new lows.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But so, at what point is there no more new low to reach? I mean, at what point you're allowing people to you know, like, even just going back to like the Berg's 90-year-old mother.
Yeah, that one kind of threw me off.
90-year-old Berg's parents. Like, come on.
Like October said, first time hearing this, it's a lot to unpack.
It is. I agree. I agree that's really, I mean, if you want to pack it down at the end of the day, I agree.
No, it really is. Just
that's the right way to lean it to.
I mean, it's disgusting. It's heartbreaking. It's mind-boggling. It was hate-filled. I don't know how else to describe it.
Sad. Sad.
Yeah. Holly, do you have any other thoughts?
Is she still there?
Holly?
Yes.
Do you have any other thoughts?
I'm trying to. I feel like it's just we're gonna dip out and let it go without. No, I guess not. I mean, I guess we said everything we had to say. I'll probably bitch about it tomorrow or the day after that or the day after that, and where we stand, because I'm not good at leaving still.
Red said, "What's happening? Us UK folks just waking up."
Oh, well, you might want to replay the stream, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot, Red.
And I don't want it to be like, I don't want people to, hey, BlackRock, hey. It wasn't any type of thing where we were just, putting shit out there for fake. And the whole totally just being like I don't know, you guys. The platform is very disappointing. I want to do listen. This is what I think. Can I tell you guys what I think? Like, wait till I get back in my camper and I can walk Derby and stuff again. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
What about that? Can we just do that and not laugh at people having terminally ill diseases and elderly parents, and I mean, maybe we could just do that for a minute.
Yeah, maybe they'll go back to talking about how you live in a camper and
The invasion of the hornets or the bees.
It's the way you just paused, though, Franchi. You were like, the way you lived in the camper. Like laugh because no, but you guys, neither one. Okay, we'll dip on this. Neither one of you guys said anything about the video I put up about waffles where Julia was like, "Oh, you're rolling around with your big snout." Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
Yeah.
It's like
Wait, what did they
it
do to
was when.
waffles?
No, listen, you guys. It wasn't even about the waffles thing. It was exactly. I felt this. I can't even say it. I can't even say it. It was. It was. I felt the same way when Boss 510 said that she had a man and was so much cuter than me, and that Mary. I can't. Like, is there like I don't know, or somebody pumping like nitrous oxide into that home base where like people are all breathing in like everything's distorted reality? Like what? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yes, because Waffles said what? If there was anybody in the DC or in the boy, he'd like to.
He was just fucking around because he knew, but like it got
He would
quiet.
go
And
out or with or whatever was you, and they were
yeah.
horrified.
He knew it. He did it
Oh,
on
that's what
purpose.
you were talking about. Okay. I was like, what the hell
Yeah.
is she talking about waffles?
It was hilarious. Like he just gets all. He's like, "Can I?" There's like 15 people on the panel, and he's like, I just want to say something because I'm not ashamed to say it." Everybody gets all quiet, and he's like, "If I was gonna date anyone on YouTube, it would be Holly Undead." And then that's why I played the crickets because nobody said. You could hear like dishes clanking, and like everybody was like, "Ah!" Just completely shut it down, and then it got so because when he did that, he called me right before that. I was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Stop talking to me." Like right before. It's just so uncomfortable. Like everybody there was like, nobody knew what to say. Like, what a weird reaction to have to someone.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a good
As the
reaction.
YouTube turns.
I know, right?
So did that the stuff with the parents of Bergs, did that actually happen?
Well, I'm not.
I don't think so because Bergs on his stream
okay.
said he was waiting on them, and I don't think they ever showed up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
But
not
on
sure
the
exactly
board,
how, right.
he always says, "Put it on the board." He's got Berg's address written on the board that's in his background during the streams.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it sounds like that's something, right? At least something.
Oh, Mark Terry, you're a whole asshole.
Oh, good God.
Then he would say the street number, and he'd say, "Bergs, what does these numbers mean to you?"
Oh, okay, so he did do it. Okay. I was listening to
Well, he was
Blues.
saying the street number and saying, "What do these numbers mean to you?" I don't know that he actually called the police, but he was insinuating he was going to, or trying to scare Bergs into reacting.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So.
Okay. I was just making sure because I watched some of Blue's clip, but I mean, it was a long clip, so I was like, not gonna watch all of that. And yes, cats,
Well,
I'm being held captive by a photo gallery right now.
That's kind of that's what I got from Lindy's stream when she was talking about it and saying what happened.
Okay. I just didn't realize, like, I thought that he was just, I don't know. You know how I feel about Mark.
Yeah, Lindy did a good stream on it.
It was in one of them, but again, I didn't get to see the live stream because it got taken down, so. Okay, I gotta stop playing with this photo gallery. It's too fun.
That. Is it true his wife left? Which one? Whose wife? Mark Terry's?
Mark Terry said that his wife ran her car into a ditch and took off or something like that. I don't know if it's true. I mean, every other breath out of his mouth is a lie, right?
I hadn't heard that. When did that happen?
I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before.
In the last day or so?
Yeah, he had her son going out and looking for her or something.
Oh.
But he was sitting on YouTube. Well, I mean, if your spouse is missing, shouldn't you be out looking for him?
You would think, but I mean, it's like Lindy said, He can't even get out of the bed and stop streaming for his wife to sleep for work. She has to sleep on the couch.
Can you even imagine you're the one working and everything? And
Yeah.
ugh. Girl, run. If you got free, run, girl. Don't come back.
Yeah.
Like apparently Holly's not. Okay? Just
I know.
run. Just keep going. Go, girl, go. I think her name's Tracy, right? Tracy, run.
Yeah.
Couldn't she have just ran away without going in the ditch? Cats, I don't know. I mean, maybe the ditch was like a great idea. Maybe she accidentally drove into the ditch. I don't know. It just seemed weird. Like he's online, and his son is out looking for her. Well, he's sitting there talking to like the fucking morons in the side chat. Like, why?
I don't get it.
Uh,
October said, I think somebody clipped it, but I don't follow that guy. I don't usually watch his streams. I can't.
I can't with the woo. Like, I can't do it right now because everyone in my house is sleeping, but the woo, put it on the board and just, ugh. Yeah. It always makes me feel like I want to, like, delouse myself.
Sergeant Blacklock says, I guess steps and ditches are bad to that couple.
What's that? I guess steps and ditches are bad to that couple. Any other interesting things going on in the YouTube streets?
Oh, I don't know. I guess we're just all a bunch of fucking cranky old bitches, and everybody hates us. I guess that's pretty much it. Like,
yeah.
Now just listen, Holly. I'm
yeah,
Diana.
I got mental issues,
Do not age shame me. Do not age shame me.
Thank God for that. I will forget.
Same sheepdog.
Oh, Sheepdog's channel. Sheepdog, I think we need to start picking up Sheepdog's channel because there's all this crazy dream nut.
Did you say he has crazy ass on his channel?
No.
Is that what you just said?
For whatever reason, because I'm just like, listen, that's you got a lot of people don't, and I will tell you guys what is going on. Like, I am not. And Stella and Joe know I haven't slept that much in the last like 2 days. So like when I can, I just like I'm totaling it. Like I haven't eaten or drank anything in like 2 days. So like, right now you guys are. I'm like eating. I'm trying to talk to you guys. Like I have a whole nother life going on without you.
I'm subbed to Sheepdog, but they haven't posted any videos.
Well, she says that like I keep meaning to, and I don't know why I forget. It's not that I said forever. I guess there's any who knew like for example the homesteading community. Who know like a community that has like arm and thread would be so serious about sending you country dresses and stuff. Like it's just the weird fucking little places on YouTube. Like I want to get out of our little can we start our own thing, like our own little gig? I mean, we can I guess the candles rocking. You said earlier, Mary, about Captain Napton. I think she's still in that.
Well, she ran off to the prison community.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
just
that's supposed to be
disappointed.
really good and crazy.
The prison community?
Yeah, like,
You guys, let's just go to the prison community. Fuck
Where's
John.
that at? How do you find that community?
Well, you got to rob a 7-Eleven real quick.
I was just gonna.
Let me guide you, Susan. Believe me. They don't call me a stalker.
I was just gonna say, well, the easiest way on here, would be, like get a GoFundMe or some sort of fundraiser, and then just keep the money. I mean, we could go about it like that, I suppose.
Oh, too soon, Holly.
Sheepdog is always talking about how the sheepdog is like a bunch of nutty communities with like there's real women in community that like I don't know. I'm just saying we got to get out of here. Like, can we start our own? We've done this before. We've taken fucking suggestions. Has anybody moved on yet?
Okay, so people in the side chat, if you're listening to this or you watch it on the replay, please give us some suggestions on a different community that we could,
We'll still be drunk if
that we could, go to. Because
Yeah,
I'm cool. Like, we don't need I like to call the drama and the true crime the trauma community because that's pretty much what it is.
Trauma.
Like,
I didn't know you said that. That's
point
pretty
eight
good.
for me.
It's pretty good. I like it. Actually, it's pretty good.
It is the trauma community. Causes a lot of trauma. Now, I'm not sure if the prison community is for me. I don't know. Like if there's like a Packers cheesehead community, I could, chill out
Well,
there.
well, what is it they always say? We're non-relevant. What do they call us?
Oh, we're
Who?
irrelevant, yes.
Irrelevant.
The
We
shit
could start an
people.
irrelevant community.
That's a great idea.
Oh, yeah. We could go start beef with somebody and
But we have to find somebody else that's equally as irrelevant as us so that we could fight with them.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, that's the way it works.
That's right, though. I forgot we're always irrelevant. Huh. Well, the prison community seems like a big commitment. Do I have to have a parole officer?
I don't know. I'm starting to think about my mind's already going off on what kind of avatars and stuff. This opens a whole new realm of.
Well, if you're irrelevant, wouldn't you just be like a blank circle?
I don't know.
Cat's Rule says the prison community seems like a big commitment.
Right. So, for your mods, would you have to have a parole officer as your mod? Do you have to pee in a cup once a week to log on? I mean, how does that work? I don't know.
Oh shit! Do it.
Holly's losing her shit.
I'm breaking down the ice.
That fancy dancy laptop ain't gonna be there long.
Sorry,
just tossing things
sorry.
everywhere.
I gotta share with you the other stuff too. So
Cat's Rule says, do we have to have a prison bitch and do we have to pair up?
Why does she want to be my Sally?
I bet I can get a prison bitch.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. I mean, that's this. See, even just venturing out into speculation is exciting. It's better than what we're doing over here, picking on people with terminal cancer.
Sorry, Cats. I'm already Holly's sidekick sister.
Holly, I think that you should have Captain come over one night and we could interview her and ask her questions about the prison community so that she can educate us and so we can make an educated decision whether or not we want to join the prison community without actually, committing to it where we're going to be doing, 10 to 12, 10 to 20.
She actually was. It's she could totally she's adamant where she is staunchly against you know what I mean? Because she's born, bred, and raised drama community, and she, you know what I mean. I get it. I get where she will not drop a single solitary breadcrumb that would ever endanger her freedom from living that environment. You know what I mean? She's
well, then I'm just going to DM her and ask privately.
Well, read Sheepdog's comment.
Oh, sorry, God, you guys, I'm so sorry. If you guys had been here when I was streaming earlier.
Well, we're looking for a community, and Sheepdog, I don't know about that wax community.
I always defer to her though because she really does. Oh, God, I can't even find the mouse now because I got so spoiled.
Sergeant Blackrock. I was in the paranormal community.
Oh, here we go.
Technically before the drama community. I haven't been back there in a while though, but maybe I'll go back there. Okay. I'll talk to my ghosties. Okay. That just got
wax smelling like farts. Sheepdog's community talking about the wax community.
I know she really
so some of those scents
over there. She does some crazy stuff.
They smell like farts and made a puking sound, and people are furious about it. Is it like that girl on? Is it like the girl on TikTok that farts in a jar and sells them?
I heard about that.
Sells them.
Well, you guys, I tried my little hat at making some candles and stuff, right? So I could just go join the wax community. I could just go. That seems freeing, doesn't it?
Or you could just fart in a jar.
Gross. Unicorns.
That woman's making a ton of money doing that.
That is gross.
My eyes are watering. I'm laughing so hard over fart jokes.
Oh, we're supposed to love bomb Dolly Vision. Is Dolly Vision live? Let me see.
Wow, really?
Who said we're supposed to love bomb them?
I guess Dolly Vision might be live. Oh, he's drunk.
Oh,
he has some shit to say. Let me see what he's saying.
He did a stream a while ago. Said he'd been drinking.
Oh, he's still alive. I'm going in. Hold up. Let's see if I can chat this time.
All right, guys. I don't know. I feel like it was going to be like a lot stronger stream. I was going to come out. Yeah, I mean,
I by myself just went in and said "Love Bomb" by Holly on Dead Channel with some bats.
oh,
Ass-scented candles. That's a new thing.
Wait, what?
wait.
Sergeant
Somebody
Blackrock says an ass-scented candle. That's definitely a new thing.
You know, it would be cool. Like, okay, so if it was one of those jar candles, and then you made it like an ass, right? Like, yeah, it's like I gotta go. It's late.
Okay.
Oh, Goldie wants us to. I don't want to. Goldie does want us to go love bomb. If we can do a few, let's get them up there. Then
I just dropped the link.
yeah, thank you.
I don't know if you have to be a member though. Sometimes he has it on like members only chat.
Subscribers only mode.
Yeah, shit.
You gotta
See,
be
and I'm a
subscribed for
subscriber.
5 minutes or longer.
See, and it's not that I mind do. You know what I mean? I like a report. Oh, and that was another. Jesus Christ, that was on the docket too, and I completely forgot. We were gonna talk about that a little bit earlier too, about DJ and the thing on the docket and how he wasn't supposed to. Yeah, there's other stuff that is going on where the Dolly Vision stuff, like because he's got some Vinny stuff where it's pretty funny. Like he's got no use for Vinny for whatever reason. I don't know what's going on with
Wait,
that.
Dolly? Dolly Vision
Because
doesn't like.
Vinny was calling him all kinds of names
Mary.
one night on a live stream.
And I just out of nowhere or whatever, and Mary and I were like, huh, what the hell?
Well, he was begging Dolly to love bomb him.
That's what it was, right? What a pathetic.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And then when he didn't, and Dolly refused to say his name in his stream, he started calling him all kinds of ugly names. So now on Dolly's Facebook channel, he has a video of Vinny dancing in his G-string.
Yes, exactly. It's
Now does Dolly
It's
want that
hilarious.
video of Vinny pissing on his carpet? That's what I'm asking.
I
well,
don't know
no.
if he
So
has
here's
that
the
one.
thing: we were discussing that earlier. I felt like yeah. I mean, Brian St. John had that too, and yeah. I mean, it's just about some awareness. There's nothing wrong with, people can say it's dogging out Vinny or it's going after Vinny. There's really nothing wrong with that. He has sent the Texas Police Department to show up here.
The G-string video is pretty funny.
If anything should happen, like this, the slapping the ass video is the one that got. Is that the one that got Brian St. John shut down, or was it the? Shit, I don't remember. But I don't think that he is the ass slapping one. Dolly
That
Vision.
just sounds terrifying, Holly. I don't think I want to see that.
I think I should send it to him because
the thong one was bad enough.
Yeah, that's the G-string one where he's dancing, and
there's things that you can't unsee.
and he did slap his ass in that one.
Yeah. Oh well, he lifts his. Yeah, I don't. Oh God.
It's on Dolly Vision's Facebook channel.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Sure. I'm sure I sent it. You have to have it somewhere like this. I don't know. I mean, if Dolly Vision has no use for Vinny, because just I don't know. I'm not scared of those people and everything. They're any of them. They're all. I mean, what do they do? Go around taking down people's channels and shit like that? Fuck that. I don't care if I drop a little seed here and there after whatever they did to me and my friends and everybody I care about. Let that dude know how gross they are. Vinny has caused more damage, to innocent people. He's, we were just, I don't know. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm interested. Can we just get back, go back to, we'll do the wax thing instead. Let's do the wax candle thing instead.
All right, you guys, I'm out of drama community from now on. I'm going to just go straight to the wax community.
Well, listen, the last thing I'm going to say is why do we have to have a pre-existing one? Well, how about let's do a shampoo and conditioner one or something like that. Can we make our own?
The anal bleaching community. That could be a thing.
No.
Come on.
I'll just go back to watching my trials.
Actually, I've been watching this documentary on Netflix.
Which
I think it's
one?
called
And which trials are you watching? Because I guarantee I'm up in both of them shits right now. I
The
swear.
Innocent Man, I think is what it's called.
Where? It sounds familiar.
Goldie
about,
says we could go to the chandelier community.
It's not a thing. Is it a thing? Because she really does come in here and she will sit. She'll put shit in her back pocket.
I do like
And
the
they're like the
tiny home
dumbest.
stuff. Like, that's interesting.
Oh, I do. Oh, I could live in a tiny home so
Yeah,
easy.
I love the
Me
tiny
too.
home stuff. So the trial, it was in Ada, Oklahoma, and it was a bunch of bullshit that the police department and the DA and stuff did, and like they convicted, I think it was like 4 or 5 different men on 2 different separate crimes.
Jesus.
But DNA later
Really?
ruled that they were innocent.
Well,
Like, one was like 5 days from being executed. It's really interesting, you guys.
Oh, hell.
No, I mean, it's addictive. I think it's 6 episodes.
And what's it called?
I think it's called The Innocent Man. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
John Grisham actually wrote a novel about one of the cases. It's really interesting. I don't know. I hate to say it because I wish that I liked the true crime community more, but I love.
I agree.
I love true crime stuff.
Me too. Well, here's the thing. You know what's so fucked up about it, and I always think this. Like, I watching all that stuff since, I was younger, and like I used to love Nancy Grace. Like not that I like Nancy Grace because she's a weirdo, right? But the show, you know what I mean? It was a good show. It was informative. Like I always liked 48 Hours, Mystery, and all those stuff. Like I don't know when they kept, they started to drive it into us as kids. I used to love those doctors.
Nancy Grace was a great prosecutor in Atlanta.
Oh, she's from Atlanta?
Yeah, before she started doing her TV stuff, she was a prosecutor.
Yes, and and she right, and I like all of that stuff. HLN Headline News. I used to love all that stuff. I mean, remember Casey? Like, here's the thing. Like the whole thing with like Molly Golightly now and all of this stuff. Like, I know like Pratchett and I have talked about it before. We were into watching like 48 Hours Mystery and all that shit. Like way before that was, there wasn't even YouTube channels yet. You know what I mean? When we used to watch that shit. So like, I'm still really into that. It's. We would probably do better at true crime channels, but here's the thing: they're very demanding on what they want you to show. And you know what? Can I ask you guys something else? Why is if it's supposed to be the true crime community? I never understood this, right? Because we never really got invested or whatever. Like, why do they fight over making candles and doing crafts? Is it the after?
I don't know.
After crude?
It's my belief that the true crime community is more interested in committing crimes than actually trying to solve them. Just my personal opinion. I don't get it.
Well, in my opinion, there's 2 true crime communities. Like you've got the ones that do the reviews on cases that have already been solved.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Like the bigger channels, Stephanie Harlow and channels like that.
Stephanie Harlow lives like 15 minutes from me.
And then you've got the crama community. That's what I call them. They're crime and drama. That we see here that kind of mingle in with the drama channels.
Right. And
so there's 2 true crime communities, really.
Right. And I guess that's what there's the real one that's interested in the shows and all this stuff. And then the other one that, for whatever reason, decides to have drama involved in it is basically what you're saying. You know what I mean? So basically, there's one with a bunch of bitches that can't get along with each other, and then the real one. Sort of.
Right, because like the crama channels, you've got them paying them to go protest outside of buildings, and they go to active crime scenes, and pick up, like one of them, what did she pick up, a knife or something? Come to find out it was part of the crime. Like she had to have her DNA sample taken and stuff because she was too stupid not to just call somebody. Instead, she picks the weapon up. So to me, those are crama channels that
Yes.
You know, they said they got their
Right,
training.
they wouldn't have even touched. Yeah, they wouldn't.
Well, somebody asked them where they got their training from, and they said, "Well, we watched CSI and we watched 2020," and they named out all these TV drama. You know, like CSI is not real. What are some of the other crime shows that
I
are
don't know. Like,
dramas?
I mean, I think there's some of like the borderline ones with like the J is for justice and all of that, where they're.
But that's where they said they got their training from, though, was watching like CSI on TV, and Criminal Minds and shows like that. That's how they got their training.
I got to tell you guys a funny story.
Okay.
So, okay, I mean, it's kind of funny. It's on the crime level stuff. And you guys like to call me well, you guys don't like to call me a stalker, but people do, right? So there's this guy. He was a meteorologist in Duluth for many years, and he used to have like this catchy saying, like when he'd predict the weather, it was like George said it would be like this, right? Well, let's see. I think in 2000, he was stalked by a lady here. I know it wasn't me. And they actually covered him on CBS News. I'm going to drop the link in the side chat. It's actually a really interesting story. Like she was in a mental institution.
Laughing around here.
She actually was committed, and then still would come out and stalk him and stuff. There, I dropped the link. It's actually really interesting.
How'd she get out to stalk him?
Well, they would release her, and she literally, like it says, she would send him, like she'd call him and send him, I think, letters. And I'm just going to say this. It says, "I'm a man, Mr. Kessler. I'm not some," and then insert a slang term. Do you understand me? Like she was nuts. She stalked the fuck out of him. He actually left the area. He quit his job as a meteorologist here, moved to Washington. What was that?
We need to. I was gonna say like maybe we should like do some little offshoot branch of like 30 nights, one night a week, where we do a little like I don't know, not that because it's like I just feel like it's been done to death. The whole drama and community and all that, but where we go put something together or do something.
I can barely hear you. I think I'm losing all of my hearing now. Hi, May.
No, I don't think that. I don't think you are losing it at all.
I'm Outie. Sorry.
TJ Sergeant Blackrook. I was talking about TJ Hooker.
TJ Hooker.
Well, no, that's one of the shows they probably watch to get their training.
If you see what who's doing that thing?
What?
I don't see Goldie in here. Wait, do I? No. Why can't I see Goldie? Oh, there she is. Sorry.
She's probably trying to get the hell out of here. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right. So anyway, yeah, you guys sorry about earlier when I streamed by myself for about 45 minutes. Sorry about that. Or listen, we're patching it out. We got the new YouTube.
Check out my cool knife.
What about my knife? What are you talking about?
I need sleep. All right.
Also, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, in a sense, too, I feel a little unsatisfied because I'm not sure, but I don't know if we are reset. Really?
I literally can't hear you.
Okay.
Holly?
Yes?
Mary said she couldn't hear you.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just making sure you're there.
Oh, I thought she was kidding.
No, I can't.
I thought it was a joke. Okay. All right, yeah. So I guess we will call it a night. And I don't know. I love having Stella around because it's the affirmation. Like he's so affirming when he's like, "You guys had to do it," and it was important that somebody would step up. Like he's a good friend to us, and like he makes I feel good about it when he says that kind of stuff to us. Don't you guys?
I do.
He's like, it's been important for you guys to make sure that you guys were doing the right thing, and it makes I want people to I have to feel like I just can't even imagine like, oh, and okay, I don't even want to start a whole new thing. There was one little tidbit that we didn't even discuss. And it's too copacetic right now, so I'm not gonna because I really shouldn't. But yeah, there was another person involved that I was irritated with that bothered me, so I was pretty annoyed. But I'm not gonna go back and charge it all up. I mean, if anybody else has anything to say about the whole, I mean, obviously there really was just basically one.
Janie went live, and I don't know if it was towards the end of her live or middle of it, but somebody announced in chat that I think it was Randy went live, saying something like, "You're absolutely right, Janie." Obviously, I just stayed in Janie's and was talking in there, and then you went live. So I don't know what was said, but I mean, at this point, I'm like, I don't understand the double down, and
yeah, me neither.
It's insulting.
I'm just being honest. I don't. Right, it is.
If you're wrong, you're wrong.
100%. It is. It's somebody that's so.
Although, I mean, a fake apology is way worse than an actual one. So.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm just very sad, and
I mean, there's nothing we can do but what we do, and
I know Janice didn't deserve that though. So
I really feel so, and I just wanted to make sure that I definitely did not speak about her that often because.
Well, if you can sub up
I don't want to drag. I don't want to muddy the waters where it's like, I mean, honestly, like I mean, I feel horrible for it that Jonice and her going through all that and her specific situation, all of that. At the same time, it really does matter who was actually really. I don't know. It could. I'm not trying to say it could have happened to anybody. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying that like I feel bad that it happened to her. And it's happened to a lot of us where you feel singled out, especially you, Mary, lately. Like you have been completely bullied, and
yeah, I feel like I'm doing pretty good though.
Yeah, you are. You're doing better. You're doing. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish that like that you wouldn't like you're better than those people. Why don't you know that?
Well, thank you. I'm just gonna walk around.
I'm just saying, like.
No,
Anybody that is such a petty Betty, where they're like, I don't know. I can't. I don't know how you can't. You need to get just go walk in another pair of polyesters, and you'll see that. You'll see that you're.
I don't think it would have surprised me as much if it had been, if it was one of us that was sick and going through it, or like Laura or Stella or Beth or Bombshell. If it had been one of us, it wouldn't have surprised me.
Sure.
But with it being Jonice, who's not, streaming about drama, she doesn't do panels up until last night. Mm-hmm. That's what got me, was that she's not someone that's like well known in drama,
right?
That creates drama or talks about drama. I mean, she did have a few videos on her channel, but other than that, she's not one that everybody knew. Because a lot of people are saying, "Who's Jonice? Mm-hmm. Why are they going after her?" So I think that's what surprised me, is because she's not well known. I mean, I've seen her in chats, but I didn't know her that well. Holly said she didn't. A lot of us didn't. So that's, I think, what threw me off.
Yeah.
And that her remark was nothing serious. She made a comment about Mary being sweet and getting to know the real her. And that obviously triggered the response.
Right.
Yeah, I bet.
So I just if people want to sub her, I'm going to drop her link again, okay? Because we're going to try to get her to 1,000. And if Diane does happen to listen to this, or any of the other cohorts, if Diane would like to refund me what I did donate minus the 30%
Yes,
fee.
thank you.
There is a fee.
God, this is,
I would
oh
like
my
to give
God,
it
it's been
to
driving me
Jonice.
nuts. You made this comment the other day, which you have not actually physically brought
I
it up
can't
yet.
hear you.
You've been sitting on it for, I did the math, little funds and did the, arithmetic. And you did say that you were going to, politely, respect, the amount you are, I think you should ask for it back. I do. And there's certain people that I do specifically think should be happy to have it back. I think Ovis, he should be able to get his back. Stellar should be able to get his. Do you know certain people? There were so many, somebody sent me a list, you guys, low key about, because I've said this before, and it's not actually real, you know, that's how I had some of the Otis stuff where money was spent. Somebody spent me the house about, uh, oh God, so much money that even I can't even talk about it, dude. I sent so many receipts, you guys, and I'm like the receiptless queen, or supposedly. People send me shit, and I don't know. I think you should ask for your money back. That's all I'm saying. You put the receipts out, Mary. Why? Why isn't even being on when you put them out and you ran the where you ran the you
Where I
put
scrolled
music
it, yeah.
yeah, you scrolled through why wasn't it offered to you? That's what I'm wondering.
And that was after she had started deleting and privating and hiding streams.
But wasn't
So
it also after when she was returning a strip when someone was trying to give it to her in her own stream?
she did return some to some people, I think Molly Golightly and Laura, I think. I don't know why she didn't.
I think
Probably
anybody
because
who asks for it should get it fucking returned, and I don't care
I
how
really
much.
did. I really did think that at some point she might actually give it to them. So I feel like a fucking idiot. But now that we know that's not going to happen, I feel like it's just fair. Just give it back to me then.
Well, I agree.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, if all else fails, we'll just go into the wax mount community or some fucking bullshit like that.
Is there a baton twirler community? Because I could join that and pick up a new hobby instead of stalking. Clearly, I'm not good at stalking.
You know what I was thinking? I was kind of thinking maybe some kind of because we like shoes. What about a shoe community and or maybe
Oh my God,
a community
shoes.
where right? What if it was only a shoe or a
What if
shirt?
there's a cheap Chinese dress community where I could,
I
be
do like
free?
that too, but my chances of that happening aren't gonna. Yeah,
The burnt hair community.
I think we need to stick with my.
I still think we need the irrelevant community.
I think the irrelevant community sounds wonderful.
We are. I thought we were already the irrelevant community.
Well, then we could be the original founders, correct?
I think it's a little late for that. We
We
already
poach people out of
established.
other people's chats and be like, "Hey, they're not talking to you enough. They're not talking to you enough. Do you see how irrelevant you are? Come join us."
Right. They're pretty sure.
Well, thank you guys for at least making me laugh a little bit tonight, because today has been not a great day.
I think we needed to end the stream with a little bit of a laugh.
Oh my God, he's so kind. He's such a it's so ridiculous.
I don't know. Holly's off muttering to something in the background. I'm scared.
I know.
What are you talking about? Wait, what? I didn't hear what you said.
We said you were muttering to something in the background.
Oh, yeah, I was.
She's in the back, doing chants or something.
She's just like.
I'm sorry. I know I do it all the time. Somebody.
I'm like, what the hell?
Oh my God!
No,
you guys
I do. I listen. It's not. Oh my God! I just my roommate said something to me about it earlier. He's always like, "Who are you talking to?" I know. I've been like Anne Frank, like a fucking motherfucking addict this whole winter. If I can get through March of 1945, then I'll be free. Okay, send me some loaves of bread and some fucking rations. Okay. Yeah, I'm muttering. Yeah.
October wants us to do Barbies.
Oh,
do Barbies. And Mary does Barbies.
Mao. Oh, you guys, Mao T's here. Hi, Mao.
I know I saw him. I said hi to him earlier, but I
He
always
wants to. Yeah, when I was busy muttering. My bad. I was busy muttering. He was asking about Mao's channel. So yeah, there's been some sketchy back and forth nonsense.
Yeah, Holly, tell your roommate I'm gonna have to lecture him again.
Yeah, I don't
know who she's talking to, though. I'm never sure if it's Darby
It's usually Darby, to be perfectly honest. It really is. It's typically Darby.
Yeah, Matt caught me the other day talking. Like I talk to the dogs like I talk to people.
Oh, so that's
So
my whole point. Yes.
well, he's like, "Are you on the phone?" And I'm like,
No, I
"No, I
never
was just
am.
talking to
No,
Dolly."
me too.
I talk to my dogs all the time.
Well, I have whole conversations. I'm like, "Well, what are we gonna do today about?" Like,
I know, me too. That's what I'm talking about.
And
So who the fuck are you to mock me, bitch? You do it too.
well, he never knows if he always thinks I have my earbuds in and I'm like listening to something or talking to like Susan or Beth or somebody. I'm like, no, I'm just talking to the dog. She's my best friend. You gotta consult, you know.
I agree. I mean, there has to be some convenience.
So, are you gonna go live then Wednesday too? Then
Yeah,
is
I think so. I mean, well, it'll be, I've been trying to do like the Wednesday or the Tuesday schedule.
Yeah, I just kind of pop in on Wednesdays because I never know what's going to happen at work.
Yeah. You never know what fresh holy hell you're going to be dealing with when you walk in the door. All right. Well, I'm going to go to bed.
Me too. Thank you, ladies, for hanging out. You guys, side chat. I love you guys so fucking much, and you guys stuck with it. You stuck, And I gotta say, like, do we not have like the most bravest side chat? The amount of shit that you guys get.
No, they're all irrelevant with us, and I love that. I feel that.
I know, me too. I really
Yeah.
do.
Team irrelevant. All right. Good night, guys.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. All right, I love you guys. So Wednesday, I think same bat time, same bat channel. We'll figure it out. Thank you guys. Sorry about the. I thought I was live and my new laptop fucked my life earlier, but thanks. Yeah, and we'll figure it out, you guys. I guess we're gonna try not to condone. I think Pritchie and I are putting our foot down. We're not condoning any disgusting bullying anymore. Basically, that's it. And
Yeah.
I think that. What else can we do besides put our foot down? That's it.
Yeah.
Keep it half. Keep it third. Man, it's fucking pouring out still. Pritchie, did you go or are we still? I thought you were still
I'm here. You're still live.
I know. It won't dip. It will not get. It won't go. Oh God! I thought the new laptop would make it easier, and it's making it harder. But eventually, we'll figure it out. I think. I'm so tired from it. All right. I think I got it this time. All right, you guys. Same bat time, same bat channel. I'll try to be less crazy next time. Okay, promise. All right, love you guys. Good night. Bye.